fucking morning. Happy Fated Friday. I have just woken up and it's wonderful to see all of you. I hope you're doing well. You should click that link that Glut posted if you like really high quality handmade leather goods. I would say that's the best idea you've had all day. I hope you're all doing fucking well. Good morning. Happy Friday. I was up all night long just coughing. I'm so tired. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm rubbing my brain cells together. Friction. I've got my tea. This is number 2. Caffeine. Please reach my brain. I need this. I need this. All day? Wait, what happened all day? Didn't I cough all night? Did I cough all day? I'm literally running on 0 and I honestly have forgotten what I've said already. I'm doing my best, y'all. My brain is so roasted. Dude, Mag, I tested negative. I guess like it's just post-COVID bullshit. Like you just live with this for a bit. It's great. But yeah, I like got tests and tested and retested, a week and a half later or whatever to see if we tested negative. We tested negative. But I'm just like, it's just this. I don't know. It sucks so much. It's just like pervasive. But man, it's really frustrating. It's mostly frustrating because it's like I don't feel sick other than the symptoms of this. Like I don't feel sick, but my body is slowed down by all the mucus pouring out of it and I'm just you guys know, I'm sure every person in the world has had one of those nights where you just can't stop coughing. There's nothing in me. You just have like a tickle. That was last night. It's great. Love it so much. I know. I know. Clicking the link is the best idea all day. Oh. I said it's the best idea you've had all day. See, I remembered I said that. I haven't had ideas yet today. My idea was like, oh my God, I have to get up and brush my teeth and make tea and take the dogs out in 15 minutes. Oh my God. That was mine. I know. And Mag, that's the most frustrating. I am so fucking hydrated. Like I feel there's this episode of Clarissa Explains It All from way back in the day where she fakes being sick and she's like sitting at the end of her bed and there's a trunk at the end of her bed and she has like 20 glasses lined up of various liquids and she's like playing them with a spoon like ding 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 ding. That's how I feel. I'm nonstop just like consuming fluids. But within an hour or two of stream, my voice will just go fucked every day. Like it's okay right now, and then it'll just start to and I'm like, what is this? I physically can't take better care of myself right now. Like it's impossible. What are you gonna do? Good morning, Techno Ghost. How are you? Good morning, Kendo. I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Good morning. I'm COVID and flu shut it up. Fuck yes. How's your arm feeling? Hopefully not too bad. Oh my god, my is that the best thing you've ever seen? I think Zach saw it in like a random ass Instagram ad and bought it for me like mad fast. The only thing that can what is it? The only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good girl with a dick. I love it. It's my favorite. Trans men are men, trans women are women. You owe us nothing in the way you present yourself or anything. Period. End of story. Trans rights are human rights. Go forth. I know, I love it. The flu arm is definitely warmer than the COVID arm so far, but it's only been like 45 minutes. Nice, and it's not sore. Mine usually gets sore right away. Can I ask a question that isn't the question contained within this message? God damn it, you tricky fuck. Yeah, you can. I might have an answer. Who knows? And fuck turfs. Amen on that. What's up, CK chat? I took a spill on my bike last night. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Like a nasty. Dude, I've taken some fucking nosedives off bikes in my day. Why are men? Man, I think men are because society has built us all to be a very certain way and we're all kind of waking up to it. And I think men are more angry about men than some of us are at this moment. I don't know. Why are women women? Hormones? I don't know. Loaded questions. That's a good one. Not yet, I can still high five with the best of them. Fuck yeah, dude. I've heard that massaging it and, like, moving it around helps. I guess the soreness comes from the medicine just, like, sitting in the muscle. So I've heard, I don't know, I always get a sore arm though, like, for days. Bike fell into my leg, got a nasty swollen bruise, hurts a ton to walk on it. Bike or bike? Did you, like, lay your bike over on yourself? Like a bike? Like a vroom vroom bike? Ow. I ran my sister over when I was 12 with a motorcycle. Oops. We were a dirt bike family. It was inevitable. Why are dogs cats? Amen on that. Amen. Cheers. I hope you start feeling better. That sucks you laid your bike down. Fuck that shit. E-bikes are like 100 pounds. Yeah. Ow. Fucking ow. I'm sorry. Fucking ow. That sucks. Between horses and bikes, I'm shocked you survived childhood. I'm shocked all the time. Like, I legitimately, like, people make jokes about it, but when I was a kid, I was like, I don't think I'll make it to 30. I don't know. I'm just, I think, Mag, I'm one of those, like, people that will just I will survive it all. Like, when we're nuked, I'll be the ghoul that survived it. I don't know what it is. I just, my drive to live is so strong on the inside, and I'd like to stop that. Moving your arms around seems to help the soreness not last as long, at least for me. Nice. That's what I've heard. I feel like I like the day afterwards, like if after sleeping, it's gonna be sore no matter what. I found a new focus background noise. I'm listening to like Gregorian chants. Oh my god, I used to do that in college all the time to do homework. I would like go on. It was like it was there was a program at my college like a I don't how do I even explain this? You guys know what Kazaa was or is. Back in the day, it was like Kazaa and then Azure and then something else. It was all these other different names. So there was whatever that is specifically just for my college. It was called Shakespeare, and there was one student who this was when I was in college, so this was very impressive back in the day. He had 2 whole terabytes of movies and just media on these 2 towers in his dorm room, and he had, like, an open server where you could just go download them in 2 seconds. It was incredible, and I would go on there literally searching for Gregorian chants because that shit actually helped me concentrate. It was kind of amazing. Made differently, I guess. I'm, like, all the injuries, I'm, like, reforming myself throughout life. I don't know. I actually never had a horrible motorcycle accident, knock on wood, but I was involved in a lot. Like, I never crashed on a jump or anything like that. I never like, I had one well, no, I had one. I ripped my eyebrow ring off inside of my helmet crashing on a double jump one time. But most of my siblings had oh my god, I think it was Thanksgiving, which is, next week, which is wild. But it was a Thanksgiving, I mean, when we were kids, and my uncle had this, like, three-story house that looked out over all of his property, and I'm really bad at judging distances, but, like, there was a yard, like, a very large yard, and then a dirt bike track that he built because he had a construction company and had a shit ton of, like, heavy equipment. So he built an enormous, like, dirt bike track, and so we would all go to his house, bring our dirt bikes, and ride on the dirt bike track. So we're all sitting in the dining room looking out at these windows out at the dirt bike track, and we watch my brother Corey go off a double jump and then nosedive into the middle of the double jump. Like, the whole family is just sitting here, and it's at a I mean, he looks like an ant, at a distance, and we just see the bike go like, "Gah!" And then he just kinda, like, flops off of it like a dead doll. That was a scary day. I've never seen my mom run faster in my life. Like, my family fucking busted nuts to get the fuck out there to the dirt bike track. He was fine. Well, fine, I guess. That's subjective. But that was a bad one. Yeah, my sis I so, like a clutch, like, if you let the clutch go and you haven't come out of a gear, your bike or your car or whatever will do that, like, lurch forward, that jump. I was like we were parking our dirt bikes in the garage, and my sister was in front of me, and I just and my bike took off out from under me and just ran her the fuck over and pinned her leg down. She was fine. Nothing broken, like We're hardy, it's whatever. I'm more baffled
Hail Satan.
I'm more baffled by people that don't end up with a shit ton of injuries by the time they're my age. Like, Zach's never broken a bone. How? How do you make it through life without breaking I just don't I can't even fathom that. Like, how do you make it through life without snapping something at one point? That's the ones that baffle me. I'm like, "Did you go outside? Did you adventure at any point?" Like, I don't that's crazy to me. I can't even imagine. Like, I've been going to the ER regularly since I was, like, 3 years old. I think that was the first major injury I had. I was 3 years old and I got my face stuck on some old barbed wire.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out.
Thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an 8 swings for 28 fucking months raised.
Do not forget thine prime subs. Bezos makes billions of dollars and does nothing.
Good morning! Lord Free Juice, thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an 8 swings.
90 months. Jesus fuck. I gotta think. I'm disgusting.
I gotta think of a 100-month thing, man. Jesus Christ. I fucking appreciate you. Speaking personally, some people are too cowardly to live dangerous enough to break anything. Cheers. I don't know if I go forth thinking I'm brave, though. I just, like, I wanna do that thing, and then I end up injured, you know? Zucrayon, I've heard sprains are worse. I don't think I've ever had a legit sprain, but I've heard they're fucking worse. Same, LZT, I honestly don't know. I have no idea how many injuries I've had or how many bones I've broken. It's too many. It was just constant, like, we were always out doing shit. No shits, Roland, never broken. I'm just impressed. I'm impressed. I mean, it's not like we were out there snapping shit on purpose, but we would, climb a tree, fall out of it, snap a leg, whatever. I feel like one of my siblings had a cast at any given time. I mean, at one point, my brother Corey actually broke his arm and didn't know it, and like went home and didn't tell anybody, and just I want to say like a week or two later, his arm was turning purple, and my mom was like, "What the fuck is wrong with your arm?" We took him in, it was snapped. We're just idiots. I don't know. No one else did this. I have a lot of scars, but I've only had stitches like twice. I don't go in. Probably should. I had my older brother of an example of what not to do, also strong bones. Yeah, I wish I could use that. I had 5 older siblings, like, logically, I should have been able to look up and learn, but I did not. I did not. This is a great song.
I am going to eat your
Good morning,
soul
Roll Check.
and shit it out.
Thank you so much for summoning class, keeping the class alive, and giving 8 swings. Good morning, Sammy Love. How are you? 39 months. How the fuck? Time. I feel like I'm a broken record. I will say it every day for the rest of, but time really does baffle me. It just flies. Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving 8 swings for 39 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. That's a long goddamn time. Me too. Not a broken bone yet. Oh shit. I just jinxed myself. Guess I'm saving up broken bone. Nope. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. No broken bones. You don't want them. They suck. A bad example can still be an example. True. True. I've never broken a bone. My only 2 injuries were from other kids missing half a front tooth and dislocated kneecap. Okay, if you've broken a tooth, is that technically breaking a bone? Teeth are like the bones you gotta pay to keep, right? I don't know. I've run face first into horse feet and walls and never broken a tooth. I don't understand. My jaws likes to shatter, but my teeth, I haven't broken one yet. Weird. I definitely go face first into life, though. I should, by all rights, have broken one by now. Now, Jill, did I ever tell you this story? This is pretty good. I set myself face down and end my turn. um, I I think it was one of the very first. By the way, thank you for the hype train. What the fuck? Thank you. I'm really tired, so I apologize if I'm just slow today. One of the very first RP like shows I was ever in on Twitch, Domestic Dan was our GM, and there was a player whom I won't name because he was a fucking douchebag. but one of the players, I shit you not, rolled a nat 20 to take a nap, and he was a paladin. And the only two people in our party other than that were a bard and I don't even there was a bard and something else, not combat. Like in the middle of combat, he rolled a nat 20 and said, "Can I take a nap?" We rolled to wake him up. We rolled pretty well. He rolled again to fight us and stayed asleep. Like on a show, like on Twitch. I don't it was like oh, I'm still fucking angry about it. Just selfish behavior, man. We're all there to fucking have a good time, my god. I fractured my glenoid in my right shoulder. Does that count? Yeah. A fracture's a break, right? You broke your nose but can't remember it? Ow. Ow. I don't think sprains are worse, but they aren't fun, but broken bones are more debilitating. They aren't fun. I've just heard they're worse because it's like, I think they take longer to heal or something like that. Like, they just hurt worse. I don't know. I read about them ages ago. I don't think I've ever had a sprain, though, but breaks fucking suck. Time does baffle me. I had Eminem's Godzilla in my head the other day. I looked up when it was released, January of 2020. It came out before COVID. Shut up. It only hurts when you break a tooth if you break the tooth where the root is exposed. Wherever the root is, like in your tooth, that's what will hurt. So you have to break your tooth somehow. Because I have a chipped tooth right here. Like you can chip your teeth and it won't hurt. But if you hit the nerve, that's when it's gonna fucking hurt. I'm awake so early. What the fuck? Is that a bad thing? Nah, there's a meme. There's some meme that goes around every once in a while that says like your teeth are the bones you have to pay to keep. It's funny. Teeth are bones, but they're different because they grow and you get new ones. Teeth are weird. Technically, your butthole is older than your teeth. Like your tongue watched your teeth be born twice. Weird. I rolled to decapitate the paladin. If I had known, like I was such an inexperienced TTRPG player that I was like, okay, maybe this is how roleplay goes. Like maybe this is like I didn't know. If that happened to me today, I would roll to murder that person. I would attack my own team member. Fuck you. Get out. Cheers, Viata. Happy Fated Friday, Honey Bean. LZT, I don't know if I've ever been in a show where someone took a nap other than you, and I have that screenshot somewhere. That's still one of the best screenshots I've ever taken. I got yoinked out of bed when I was 1. Maybe that's why I'm fucked up. Wait, yoinked? What? My insomnia grabbed and shook me awake today. I hate that. I hate that shit. I don't think a fracture is a break because the bone isn't fully broken. Have had a few hairline fractures, a load of sprains, but never fully a broken bone. Yeah, I don't know, like, medically if you would consider it still a broken. I mean, still a broken? I'm gonna stop. My brain is so dead today. You were fucked that day, and honestly, all of us just let you sleep because we felt so terrible. Like, you just were so shitty sick. Did you know Old English kept the Latin suffixes tor for male, trix for female? So an aviator was a male pilot. So an aviator was a male pilot, aviatrix was a female pilot. However, in modern times, we now use tor for both men and women. What about tricks, you ask? Well, tricks are for kids. That's pretty great. That's fantastic. I don't know. I think I've had fractures in my feet. Like they have a word for it. It's like tension, not tension fractures. Yeah, it's from running on cement. I don't know. Something like that. That was actually pretty good, Leaf. Like I'm impressed. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I'm impressed. Congratulations, Honeybean. Imperatrix. What does that mean? Trix just makes me think of Bellatrix. Oh, David, I'm sorry, Honeybean. I hope they went quickly. An imperatrix is an empress. Oh shit, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. An imperatrix is an empress. Imperatrix. I've never heard that before. Why? That sounds cooler than empress. Why wouldn't people go by imperatrix? That's such a cool name. Bummer. Empress? Alright, whatever. To each their own, I guess. I like to have learning in my jokes, Rod. The learning's the best part. Imperator Furiosa. A Furiosa, but was she called Imperator? Imperator? Was she called Imperator Furiosa? I used to date a ventriloquist who was into BDSM. Gotta tell you, gags were next to useless. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. I also rode my bike into the corner of my house before, and there's a huge crack in my skull. You rode your bike into the corner of your house on purpose? Ho I know I'm, like, really tired and not really thinking well today, but, like, how does one just ride their bike full force, good morning, Celestial, into a wall? Like, how fast were you going? I've crashed my bike into a lot of walls, and I've never come out with a broken bone, but, like, there's a first for everything. Impenetrator, that's a better one. Ave Imperatrix. Oh, you and your get out of here with your Latin. My sister does Latin, LZT, not me. I don't know fucking Latin. That ain't my jam. I know like Catholic Latin. That doesn't count, right? No. That can't, no. What is this song? Who was that? That's Kanye West. You gotta get out of here, motherfucker. We ain't got time for you no more. You nut? Yeah, out of there. I just realized who it was. I just clicked in and I was like, yeah, fuck that shit. It was really fun when I sprained my fucking foot and still had to walk places. Oh, I even remember when it happened and thinking I was fine. Then my foot started feeling strangely warm. You didn't have a boot or anything? That was Coldplay, right? That's what I thought. It said Chris something, and I don't know the Coldplay guy's name, but that was the first. I was like, what is this? I don't like his voice. And that clued me in. And then, yeah, fuck that shit. It was one of those plastic trikes, and honestly, I don't know, but I came out worse than the trike did. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, well, your lovely sister isn't here, so I have to make do with you. Okay, I can pretend. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maya, mea culpa. I know spider Latin. Dolichothele diamentinensis. Sis. I could do that all day, but that's where I stop. Erisis, well canary, Latin. Was it Chris Martin? I saw the name Chris, and I was like, I don't know who that is. Furiosa's title's Imperator. Pat Volcom, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. Was Imperator, though it's been so long since I saw the movie that I forget why. Imperator means emperor, though, in the world of Mad Max. It seems to become sort of a lawgiver. I've seen Mad Max and I've read it. I completely forgot. I had no idea. I feel a little stupid, but I'm very stupid today, so that's okay. That's okay. Hail Satan, Mel. I hope you're doing well, Honey Bean. Happy Friday, Young. I hope you're doing well. It means Hail Empress. We who are about to die salute you. Shit. That's more words that was in the Latin sentence, but I mean, Latin's kind of that way, huh? I came, I saw, I fucked. Shut the fuck up. Veni vidi fututum. Isn't it technically weenie, weedy, weechy or something? Like, we pronounce V's wrong. My sister taught me that ages ago. Her and her Latin brain. She was like, "Yeah, technically, you say it wrong because W's and V's and something blah 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 blah." You know, stuff. She's smart. She's smart. My friend and I managed to flip a go kart once. We were fine. Yay, helmets, dude. I think it was my brother Nick had his stag party or bachelor party, whatever the fuck you want to call it, at a they went golfing. Like I think my brothers planned this kind of stag party on purpose because they were like, if we go golfing first thing in the morning, you like all my cousins and brothers won't get fucked up drunk. Oh no. My dad ended up paying for 2 golf carts. I don't know what happened, but they had to buy two golf carts. I don't know what happened there, but it sounded like a bad plan. They all came out okay. What? I got a vaguely threatening letter in the mail yesterday, and it's either telling me that my idiot work is starting the proceedings to rehire me or trying to charge me with something. What the fuck? Why is today so bad for literally everybody? Damn. Are disasters? I mean, one of them's doing okay. 1 out of 3, those are decent odds, right? It's hard for me to see that because like all my family is just like vastly male and exceedingly redneck. And so I don't see it like I'm just like, "Oh, they're just rednecks." But yeah, they're trash fires. We're trash fires, but like it seems like you know what I mean? Latin pronunciation depends on if you're talking church Latin or academic Latin. There you go. There you go. Yeah. See, and I know church Latin, which isn't right. Every time I use puns on my D&D campaigns, my players suddenly know Latin. Carpe diem sees the dungeon master. Jesus Christ, that's pretty good. CD Moist, I got a pack of bowl. Cheers, Honeybean. Yeah, and English is the only language to call it a double U. Like it was a V. It was 2 V's, right? It's kind of like an Ellis Island situation where we just like interpreted it wrong or whatever. I feel that, Sammy. I just didn't sleep, so I feel slow. Oh, CD Moist, fuck yeah. I'm excited. I don't think those are decent odds for human beings. Yeah. I mean, one of them, like, okay, one of them's dead. So, like, technically it's 1 out of 2 is doing okay. So 50%'s not terrible, right? Oh my God. You told Pat to come hang out here. Dragged by the balls? Oh my God. But, like, wait. Serious question, Pat. Did you like being dragged by the balls? I used to love this song. What a classic. I'm being pulled back right now. English is very weird. It's like a mutt, right? It's kind of the melting pot of language. Historically, the Romans would use snakes in battle. It turns out archers would use them as bow and arrows. God damn it. It'd be better if I knew that boas weren't in the area Romans were. Welcome, Pat. Since it's Rod, yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, the question was serious because, like, if you're not the type to enjoy being dragged by said balls, this probably isn't the place for you. But if you were like, hell yeah, drag me by my balls, probably a thing. Okay. Druid, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. DM, yeah. Druid, I used my action to smoke some herbs and go 12 seconds back in the past to change that. DM, why on earth do you think that would work? Druid, time travel. Leaf, you should take this. This is good material. I'll allow it. Time, Jesus Christ. I don't know a DM who wouldn't allow that. That's some clever shit. I'm used to weird stuff with Kid and Rod. I mean, used to weird stuff and enjoying it's a different thing, though. I don't be weird on purpose. It just comes out sometimes. Dragged by the balls is not a hobby of mine. Come on. I'd be dragged by my balls. It sounds like a fucking fun Friday. Oh, yeah, pack a bowl. That's what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm so fucking tired. The best offense in D&D is absurdity, Kel. 100%. I think that's why I really, really enjoyed the new D&D movie. It was the perfect amount of absurdity and, like, ridiculousness that made it feel real, like a real D&D game, because I have never, ever taken part in a TTRPG where there's not at least a little modicum of ridiculousness. No matter what, there's gonna be a little bit, and we kinda look for it, you know what I mean? The fat dragon, though. Jornathan! Jornathan kills me. The purpose of this letter is to notify you that Redacted is reporting the criminal or other public record information that may be adverse about you to Redacted. The above listed employer is certified that it is using such public record information to determine your eligibility for employment, promotion, reassignment, and or retention. That is confusing. Yeah, that letter what? Yeah, I mean, that's what? What does that mean? What? I'm with you. That's confusing. I have no idea. Cheers to that. No clue. That's fucked up. Excuse me. I would only allow it if the druid was able to cast the spell while polymorphed as a fish. Basically, the druid would need to find the right time and place. I love it and I hate it. When magic exists, how do you avoid the ridiculousness? Why would you want to? I agree. I feel the same way when you play a game or a TTRPG where there's like a million different cool races to be, like orcs or elves or dragonborn, and someone's like, "I'm gonna be a human." Bitch, you are a human every day, all the time. What in the fuck is driving you to want to do that again? I mean, more power to you, but what? Be an elf. What's the difference between a lobster with fake breasts and an old bus shelter? One's a busty crustacean, the other's a crusty bus station. Jesus Christ. I can't stop thinking about a lobster with tits now. Yeah, that letter kind of sounds like it's just like a background check. Like we're doing a background check. We may find adverse information that might affect your employment here. That's where my brain's kind of going with it. I would just read it over again. But it's really, really worded terribly. Biggy's the shit. I identify as a cow, maybe IRL. Cows are the shit. They're so cute and taste great. But in D&D, I get to be an important human. Nothing's cooler than the Dragonborn next to you. That's a shitty background check. Yeah, that's like a panic attack in a background letter. I don't like that. My BG3 play was a female drow because I'm not a woman or a drow on a daily basis who was also a wizard. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, why not? It's the best. Like, I don't know. If someone invited me to do a TTRPG where I was just a people being people, I'd be like, nah, I do that all the time. Like, I'm a people. I haven't figured out how to be a people in real life. I'm not going to be able to figure it out in a game. Which is why Chris' character for Perpetual Storm wasn't as cool as the others. I mean. Good morning, Robo. Cheers, Honeybean. How are you, love? It is. It's vague and it feels very threatening. I mean, lawyer speak is vague and threatening and stupid. Dude, if my sister pops in a chat, you should toss it at her and see if she can make any sense of it. Speaking of lawyer speak. Oh my god, Najio, I have never I mean, I have, but, like, I'm feeling very seen by this. Where did you learn how to flirt? Taco Bell sauce packets? I do. Ow. 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 What makes a Dragonborn so special? Just 'cause his bard daddy managed to survive fucking a dragon? I mean, yeah, you're also a dragon, and you can spit fire or acid or I don't know, it's pretty cool. You're a reptile, you're really big. I was looking at making a Dragonborn, but I couldn't decide what class. I wanted to be a druid, but it seemed more fit to be a barbarian. Honestly, I think Dragonborns could be anything because there's all the different variations, like the different colors of Dragonborns dictate what your firepower, your spit is, whatever the fuck you spit out of your mouth. Like you could really do almost any class with a Dragonborn. I'm very pro Dragonborns. I love them. Why be human when you can be a furry? Thank you. Dude, to carry on, one of my biggest pet peeves is when I start a new game and I'm a people, and then you like get into the game and everybody else in the game is not a people. Like, how come I didn't get to have a tail? Why do I have to be the most boring fuck in the whole goddamn game? I'm human all the time. Come on, give me a break. Horns or something. Right? This is why I don't play humans in video games. I'm a human every day. Amen. It's just like to each their own, but I don't get it. You must be having a great human experience or something. Yeah, I definitely, yeah. Ooh, Vile, some sushi. What kind of sushi? Oh my god, Zach and I found a fucking revelation recently. So I know this is like sushi sacrilege to a lot of y'all. Please don't hate me. Please still be my friend. I fucking hate seaweed. So does Zach. It actually kind of makes me sick. Like I've eaten just those seaweed snacks, like the seaweed, fucking sheets that are salty and taste good, and I got like ill from them. We've recently found a sushi place where you can ask them, you can request they're wrapped in rice paper instead of seaweed. And like we were just Zach was craving sushi a couple days ago, so he was like, "Hey, I found this place and check this shit." I have never enjoyed sushi more in my life. Like I truly thought something was wrong with me because I love sashimi. Like I like all the sushi that doesn't involve like all the sushi, let's just as an overarching word, all the sushi that doesn't involve seaweed I fucking love. But any roll, I just hated and I couldn't figure it out. Like I would take 2 bites and just be like, "Why is this fucking nasty flavor staining my face and my mouth right now and my breath tastes like gross." Seaweed. It was the seaweed. But you can get it wrapped in rice paper and it's like you can actually taste everything in the roll. You don't just taste seaweed. It was so good. It was so good. Megan's half orc dope. Andrew's tiefling dope. Your dragonborn dope. Chris human not dope. Nope. That was lame as fuck. Humans are fucking why? You can also dragon these nuts. Oh my god. Instead of dragging someone by their nuts, I could literally drag my nuts. Drag in my nut. You know what I mean? Yes. Yep. Good morning, Genova. How are you, love? Dragons, overgrown iguana with bad breath. I mean, iguanas are kind of badass. How do you know they have bad breath? Come on. If you think about it, like if you were regularly spitting fire or acid out of your mouth, it's probably clean as fuck. Like it's probably like constantly sterilized, right? Maybe. I think the sauciest pickup line I've ever said is, "Damn, you look good, but I think you'd look better on top of me." I've never used a pickup line in my life. I don't know how to flirt. I'm literally this Taco Bell sauce packets. Like, he's pretty. I can suck dick. I got nothing. I got no game. Is it overrated, Robo? Because I haven't met anyone that's like rating humanity really high these days. I mean, not lately, anyways. I play humans in games because I felt not human at many points in my life. Boom, there's a good reason. I'm honestly just genuinely curious why anyone would do it. Like, no shade. You know me. Hey, like, I lost my pin. Oh, there it is. My hairs are falling out of the back. These little scragglies. Um, Play a game the way you enjoy it. But for me, I hate being forced to be a human. Especially if there's a million other, like, that honestly is probably one of my biggest gripes about Mass Effect is there's so many fucking boss alien species and I just gotta be this fucking bitch. Why can't I be a boss alien species? Please. I want the horns and stuff. I want to be a Krogan. Let's go. Exactly. No germs can survive a mouth with acid breath. Unless acid smells. I don't know. Underdog run as a human. I mean, you could, yeah, maybe that's the thing. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like. Or be Mishy, hard same. I don't know if anyone else experiences this. Mishy said, I hate being forced to be male. It's so bizarre, but it really, really rips me out of the immersion of a game if I'm forced to be a male in third person. Like, I'm just staring at a male while I'm playing. Like, obviously, like Zelda and games like that aside, because how the fuck can you even? I mean, that's a little amorphous, pixelized dude. But yeah, I can't stand it. It literally rips it away from me, especially if it's a game where you're like going to be customizing your character and you're going to be getting cool armor and stuff like that. The further it goes, the further I look more and more male. I'm just like, I hate this. I don't feel male. Like, I am not a boy. I'm so not immersed in this. I cannot relate to this, and I don't want it. Stop. Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm trying to convince my D&D group we need to roll up a party full of clerics just so we can call ourselves the Amen. Shut the fuck up. That's actually genius. That would be so funny. Or it just smells like a burning. I was thinking, like, what if it just burns the plaque? Or what if they never brush their teeth? Well, do Dragonborns, you know what? We've gone deep here. We've gone too deep. I don't know. I've played humans in games sometimes, but usually with powers or something. Also, not all settings. Have non-humans, 100%. And if there are no non-humans, then I have no gripes. But if there are non-humans, then I'm like, why couldn't I be that? Because they inevitably look cooler. Jay, motherfucking Sparkle Storm, thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings for so goddamn long.
I love you and appreciate you, boo.
Something, your digestion starts in your mouth because saliva cleaves bacteria, yet somehow our mouths are the filthiest thing ever. I know. Isn't it wild? Mouths, well, there's a lot of reason our mouths are filthy as fuck, but yeah. Yeah. How are you, Fox? I hope you're doing well, honeybean. Why can't I be Commander Garrus instead of Shitty Shepherd? Amen. I want to be a Krogan. Real bad. Real fucking bad. But yet, I just get to hang with them. That's mine too. I can't, Vieta, I always think it's adorable when people have those little curls coming off the back, but they tickle. They like the little ends of them touch your neck, and I'm like, are there bugs on me? There's bugs on me. Oh, it's my hair. I'm hoping the new Mass Effect lets you pick different races, but then you'd probably have silent protagonists, or you'd have to voice all the lines a few times. Oh. Probably. I'd still love other races, though. Like, Commander Shepard's badass, don't get me wrong, but how come the savior of the universe has to be human? How come the savior of the universe couldn't be, like, Tally or something? In a recent game, closed test, they had the female models working. What do you mean? We love a big titty heroine girlfriend. I mean, I'm here for a big titty period. Yeah. Why do you want to play as a grocery store? Or sorry, that's Kroger. They're called Krogans, right? I haven't played Mass Effect in a long time, and I could be saying it wrong. I think they're called Krogans. They're like the big. They kind of look. I don't even know how to describe them. Oh my god, what if you could play as a Hanor? Is that what they're called? The Hanors? Like the pink jellyfish things that just like. Oh, feelings at you. That'd be sick. It's because the men that make the game can't imagine male not being default, which is so weird. I mean, I'm very unlikely to play a game where I'm forced to be a dude, especially if there's customization and new armor and stuff like that, because I just don't. I can't immerse myself. I am, at my core, I feel very, very female. So you don't play a man because you're a woman, but you want to play an elf because you're human, is that right? I will play a man, but like, it depends. Honestly, Saronlin, it depends. Playing a human as opposed to an elf doesn't rip me out of the game and like ruin my immersion, whereas being forced to play a male in third person can do that to me. Not always. Like BioShock obviously doesn't bother me because you're not in third person. So I'm not like seeing the maleness and I kind of can be I'm not thinking about it, I guess. I don't know. It's definitely it's weird. I don't know. Good morning, Cleve. I'll be a fell male. Glunty fail mails. Let's fucking go. I read that flying playable races in D&D are somewhat controversial because they make balancing encounters difficult. I would believe that. I mean, flying. Is there a race that can legitimately, like, actually just, like, free fly? I don't think so. Some Dragonborns have wings, but I don't think they can just, like, launch. What are the big deadpan guys called? I want to play one as one just for the lulz. I think that's the Krogans, right? I mean, there's a lot of races that are deadpan, like the Hanor technically are deadpan, but the Krogans are kind of like all about war, and they're just like, "Ugh," and you never see a female, but allegedly they're there, and they look exactly like the males. They're great. I loved the Krogans. They're such a good story. Ooh, dyeing your hair, fuck yeah. My family refused to come to my house 45 minutes away because my spouse's family is too much for them.
Grow up. Grow up.
Cleve, how are you and your balls? Until Dawn is great. Yep. And that's probably what honestly kind of saves Mass Effect, because it's that party style gameplay where, you know, you have a Krogan in your party and you have Tali and you have Garrus and you can like swap between them. So that kind of helps, right? I mean, Jay, like ever since my Nana died, like we don't even have Christmas anymore. I actually offered to come home for Christmas and my mom goes, "Well, you don't have to." I was like, "Okay." Sick. Female. I like that. Is Breath of the Wild too much of a disconnect? No, I love Zelda games. But like Link doesn't really have, he kind of looks very what's the word? Androgynous for the most part. Nah, Zelda games don't do it. That's what I'm saying. I don't really know what it is. But there is something to it where there's some games, and I think it's like games where you're really decking your character out and shit, where I'm just like, I want my hips and boobies. Like, give me some boobie physics to look at or something. Maybe it's just because I like to look at boobs. The Era Aarakocra? Is that what they are? Aarakocra. They're like a bird species, right? There's a couple bird species, I believe. Still learning D&D, but there's a bird race and maybe a fairy. There's a couple bird races. There's the Kenkus, but I don't believe they can fly. I think they like look like a kind of anthropomorphized bird, and they repeat. They can only speak words they've heard before in their life. I've played a Kenku once. It was fucking fun. Oh, I know this song. Jesus Christ, that got me. That got me. Did I say Eric Cocker right? Did I say it right? Yeah, we're talking. I mean, I don't even know how we got here, but yeah, we're talking about D&D and shit. I don't. We're probably talking about 5 different things. Let's be honest. The Aesir and Dragonborn winged variants in some of the books too. That's what I thought. I have all the books behind me. I really could pull them out, but I'm lazy. Cleve, do you do that on purpose? Do you also maybe have a few malignant narcissists in your life? We're healing. We're healing. I'm doing great. I'm feeling great. Feeling great. My brain's finally starting to wake up. Thank fuck. Link is so androgynous they had to remove his nipples because they made him look too male, according to the artist. Oh my god, he doesn't have nipples? Link doesn't have nipples? My mom almost came in for the weekend today. I even took a shower and shaved. False alarm. My older brother, the sickly child, is not feeling up to the trip. Boo. Lame. Now you're all shaved, though. They've been mostly a bag of dicks. Relatable. If I take the time to fly to Reno for 5 days for the family, they at least, the least they could do is have one dinner. Oh, yeah. They're cursed not to speak. Is that what it is? They're cursed? I played a Kenku in a one shot on Roll 20 or Roll 20. Man, I don't remember where I did it. It was a one shot way back in the day. So I did honestly, it was one of the coolest one shots. I'm really proud of it. If you go to my Instagram, there's a picture of my cosplay I did. But JP emailed me at like 8 o'clock in the morning or something, my time, East Coast time, and was like, "Hey, any way you could jump in and do a show today, a one shot?" Because we had someone drop out, and I was like, what kind of show?" And he goes, "D&D. We need an animal." And I was like, "Oh, fucking a." And I drove to Michael's and got a bunch of feathers, and then came home and glued them all over and like turned myself into a kenku in under 2 hours. I was really impressed with myself, but I didn't get to do a lot of research before I did it. So this was my backstory actually. This was my Kenku backstory because I did like really brief research, like figuring out what the fuck a Kenku was, and I think I read maybe I was wrong, so correct me on this, but I think I read like Kenkus can speak, but it's only words and phrases and sentences that they have heard before. So basically they're mimics, but they don't have to mimic something they immediately heard. And my backstory of my Kenku was that my Kenku was raised in a brothel as like an ornament, like in a cage hanging from the ceiling. So the only language this Kenku had grown up around was like brothel speak their whole life. It was great. Everyone was whores and sluts. It was incredible. It was so much fun. I wish it wasn't a one shot, but it was still really fun. Actually, oh my god, what's his name? I'm so tired. I'm sorry. There's He's a big YouTuber slash streamer, RPer, gamer. He has his own game. I cannot remember his name, but he played like a senile turtle. What's the turtle race in D&D? Is there a turtle race? He might have just made one up. I don't even fucking know. But he like this, like he was just a turtle who didn't. It was so fucking funny. I almost cried my makeup off. It was so fucking funny. Tortle. Thank you. Tortle. Yeah, it was hilarious. The Kenku bit in the D&D movie was real good. It was fantastic. My grandma was, but she passed away last year. Loved her to death, but didn't want to wait around for it to happen. Totally get that. I totally get that. Was trying to see if you have the playlist on Spotify. Oh, so this playlist, this is actually it's amazing, right? It's all I did was I went on Spotify and I put in. I'll just share the link with you. I think I can do that, right? Share. Copy link to playlist. All I did was put in Hypnotized by Notorious B.I.G. into like Spotify's radio generator, and this is just the Notorious B.I.G. radio station, and I've been listening to it for 2 days, and it's just fucking great. Here. It kind of switches up the order every day, but it's just like nostalgia city, dude. I'm living for this playlist right now. It's fantastic. I do wait. Hold up. I missed some chat. Hold on. Femmolly. That's kind of great, Jay, actually. I love that. Hi, reasonable. How are you, love? There it is. When you play D&D, we role play and speak in character. 100% me. Oh, I go hard. Like, I actually have to make it a habit now when I join a new D&D group or a new role play group, or I'm invited to join a show. I have to make it very like I have to ask people very seriously, like, how hard do you go in terms of the cosplay? Because I will go balls to the wall, but I don't want to be that person that like looks like they're trying to show up everybody. Or like the only person who literally painted their whole body or something, but I will. I live for that shit. So whenever I join a group, I'm like, okay, how hard are y'all gonna do this? Because I don't want to be the one, that looks like they're trying to like make a point or something like that. I'm not. I just like to do makeup and stuff. That's it. Thank you, Mishi. I thought it was pretty clever. It was really fun. Like the idea behind the bird, I was a tiny little like I think I was a little vulture. Yeah, I, like, painted my face all pink and yellow and red and then had the black feathers, like, coming out of my hairline, so I kinda looked like a vulture a little bit, but I was a little vulture Kenku, and the brothel would use me to scare patrons who were, like, trying to refuse to pay or tried to beat up one of the ladies or something like that, and they would have me, like, waddle into the room and look adorable, and then I would, like, chew their neck out or something. It was wild. Super fun, though. Oh, I mixed it up again. The Aarakocra bit in the D&D movie is really good. My memory's pudding until the coffee hits. Dude, I've been pudding all day, Genova. I totally get it. We can be pudding to get today. There it is. They're cursed to repeat instead of speak, but yeah, they can communicate. Do you know who cursed them? Like, was it a god or a sorcerer or something? Like, the whole race is cursed? Jesse Cox! Oh my god, it was Jesse Cox. Thank you. My brain is serious. Your brain is better mush than mine right now. It was Jesse Cox. Yep, Jesse Cox played like a senile turtle, and it was hilarious. Dude, this playlist is great. I mean, it was just a run of them. Like I just did the radio, and it feels very. It makes me feel young. Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus swings. I fucking appreciate you, Nick. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Thank you, love. Yes, it was. It was Jesse Cox. Yep. My players will be receiving a quest to search for a group of young reptilian martial artist vigilantes running around Waterdeep. The group is called Adolescent Monkish Ninja Turtles by the people of the city. I love poo. Why am I like this? Good morning, Eliza. How are you, love? Good lord. Absolutely, Beatree. I mean, you never know what you're going to get, and it's easy to share the link. But yeah, the playlist has been phenomenal. Jesse Cox is fucking funny, dude. He was a blast to RP with. Again, I wish it had been more than just a one shot because it was so much fun. I GM a lot and I like when my PCs stay in character. I never had anyone dress up though. Oh no shit. I'll go there. It puts me in it. Like it just the makeup or the costume or the jewelry or whatever. I usually so even when I'm doing just a show where you're only like seeing this part of me, when I'm doing a show, I'll always do something. Like I usually if the whole cast isn't really into doing a costume or dressing up or anything like that, usually what I'll do is I'll still dress up, but I'll have like one one thing about my outfit that is just consistent. Like for the most recent one I did, the QT, my character always wore a black hoodie because it was the 90s and I was like a little stoner that hid under the bleachers all day. So I just always had a black hoodie, but the rest of it was kind of a toss up, whatever I wanted. And that was more relaxed. Whereas the very first, was it the very, very first? Fuck, it's been too long now. I don't remember. But one of the very first D&D shows I ever did over on Table Story, I was a tiefling. And I was a tiefling who was like, I rolled these personality traits. I was neurotically afraid of fire. And if you're not familiar with tieflings, they are half demon, half human creatures that literally have powers of fire. Like they have firepower. And so she would never ever use her fire power, and it would like build up in her. And every once in a while she was asleep at night, she would just explode. Like literally, fire would just start to like undulate from her body, and the whole whatever she was in would just burn to the ground, and she would wake up in a pile of rubble. And so the way I did her makeup is I did my face like this white gray cast, and then I had these burn marks, like sizzle burn marks coming away from my eyes, not thinking that I was gonna have to recreate that makeup look every week for months. Idiot. I got really good at it, but oh my god, don't do that to yourself. Holy shit. Because then it's like I feel in my soul I need to maintain it's the immersion. If I stop doing it, I'm no longer that character. It helps me. I agree. It helps to be in that zone and like doing the makeup or like the process of putting it on and putting the costume on starts putting me in the mode of that character that I'm going to play. It really helps. I don't know, but I also come from a massive theater background. I've been on a stage in theaters since I was 4. And so maybe that's part of it. Party and Bullshit Rat-a-tat. Oh my god, I love Rat-a-tat. Ooh, hold on. Let me try to Google it. I love Rat-a-tat. Dude, that's a callback, man. I used to listen to Rat-a-tat in college. Hold on. Where is? Did I lose it? There it is. No. I'm trying to find it. Thank you. Oh, dude, CJ, I got splints out of my nose yesterday. Fuck yes. The instantaneous quality of life improvements, amazing. Oh my god, it'll only get better over the next month or two. How's your breath? I keep thinking about like you were saying like your breath was weird or something. Is it getting better? Ooh, oh. As far as I know, they keep the Kenku curse as mysterious loose lore. Mysterious loose lore is what I call my pussy. Yeah, I like the cosplay. I've always liked playing dress up though. It's just playing dress up. It's fun. And it also I do find it's definitely helpful, like, especially when I'm RPing in a show or something and I'm RPing with people over Zoom, when they cosplay, it helps me break away from the person they are and more interact with the character they're playing. Visually, you know? Because at this point, a lot of the time I know the cast I'm working with. Like outside of it, I don't know. You know what the fuck. This year Halloween our friends haunted next door neighbors walkthrough on Canary Street, aka Scary Canary. I was in charge of makeup. Oh my god, yes. Hardcore thing 13 ghosts. Oh, wait. 13 ghosts like 13 ghosts? I love that movie. That is a fucking classic. Cheers, Liza. Happy Fated Friday. Oh, it's probably honestly it was probably the splints, CJ. I guarantee it was the splints. You're probably fine. Same theater and dance. So there's a mental thing that happens with it. Jazz hands pop when I'm in costume. What the fuck is that? Seriously, oh my god, Mishy, no this is so serious. You just like unlocked memory. When we were in Vegas, Zach made a comment at me because you guys like on a daily basis. I think we all kind of have a uniform we wear, whatever. Mine is a hoodie, leggings, and/or shorts. Like I wear hoodies and shorts all the time. That is my shit. But when we were in Vegas, I brought a couple like slinky ass sequenced fun Vegas-y dresses. And Zach, when we were walking down the street, he like looked over to ask me a question. He's like, "You just look so like upright in Vegas, like you belong here right now." I'm like, "It's acting, bitch. This is my costume, and I'm a rich lady of importance."
Yay! Blood orgy! Blood orgy! Yay!
My Deloney, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I'm trying to pull the links up right now, but I got confused. Stream Elements posted its bullshit thing, and so I accidentally tried to pull up Stream Elements bullshit thing. All right, Nick, I think you got yours now. Deloney, I hope you're fucking Vegas is literally, I mean, Cleve, is Vegas not the epitome of like the cesspool of America? I've been telling people that for years, but if you live in another country and you just want to get a little kiss, like a little pussy taste of America, just go to Vegas. It's like the bouillon cube of America. It's it's just an act. You got to roll with it. Otherwise, you're just going to be like your asshole will literally cringe inside of itself watching everyone else do it. The gunk that came out with the splints was pretty gross. It could have filled a damn. Oh yeah. I mean, think about all the snot and shit that we not only blow out of our nose but swallow all day without even knowing it, and all of that just had to sit there. No, oh my god, Sexlin, is it terribly? It's a shit show. Shut up. Tell me. Hold on, I'm moving links over. I'm still here. Dude, Biggie Smalls, a Rat-a-Tat remix of Biggie Smalls. I'm really excited to hear this. Hold on. Okay, I got that one. I got that one. I love this song. Shut the fuck up. Whoa. Nuh-uh. At least 2 cars have hit potholes, and the crane carrying one of the broken cars hit a bridge. Whoa. The stands are empty? What? The F1 race that's there is already a disaster. Practice that was to last HRS only went it was supposed to last hours and it went 9 minutes. How and why and what? Yes, Yoshi, absolutely. I've experienced that. We used to call it something that when we would turn it on. Oh, absolutely. Zach and I refer to that. We still use that language to this day. Like like there are some people that have to turn it on, and I don't like. Yes, I don't know how. That was a really good way of putting it, but Zach and I use that language. We talk about that all the time. Like it's really I don't. I'm trying to think of an example why we would use it, but we've definitely talked about that. I think we talked about it in terms of like him and I are very genuine on our stream. Like neither of us have ever really put on an act. We are this IRL as well. Like we're loud, we yell, we're higher energy. Zach screams at video games just as much off stream as he does on stream. I hear him all night in the other room yelling. Like we are genuinely who we are. So we don't really, at least for just streaming and hanging out, it's not like I feel like I have to turn on something. I don't have to like prepare a persona or something. I don't like fear a mask dropping, I guess, because I started streaming just being very genuinely myself because I didn't understand streaming or know I didn't really know what the fuck was going on here. So I was just like, I'll just be myself. I just want to make friends to play a game. But I think that was to my benefit because goddamn, it has to be exhausting having to be on all the time. Because we all have moments where we are on, i.e., on a stage, theater, dancing, etc., etc. But like to have to do that 8 hours a day every day, holy shit. Like at one point, when do you even know if you're on or off? Practice 2 was held at 2 a.m. with 0 fans allowed to watch because Vegas didn't weld any manhole covers yet. What? It's excellent. Did I grab yours? Hold on. I'm gonna grab it again just in case. I don't fucking know. Was totally curious. Would you be able to join a Twitch stream TTRPG game in the future? Would love to invite you to one of our games for a one-shot or miniseries. 100%. Yeah. I'm not like exclusively. I don't exclusively work with anyone. I just like if I'm not in any shows currently, so yeah. Like it's the only reason I would say no if there's a conflict. But yeah, I love doing one shots and shit like that. Fucking A. I grabbed it. I grabbed it. I'm letting that one buffer for a second. Rod. Oh, it's what is that thing called? The orb? It actually was pretty cool looking. There was like a whale thing going on it when I was there. Ooh, I just found out I'm in the Sea Collar for at least another month. I'm so sorry. Not oh yeah, it was not potholes. Manhole covers were not secured, so the spread and air drag is causing the covers to pop up. Oh my god. The manhole covers are so heavy. Like, I don't think I could pull one up. Wow. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. I wasn't sure, honestly, until I went to my first TwitchCon, and then I was confirmed. People were like, "Oh no, this is the same," and I'm like, "Okay." You never know. I don't know if I'm on accident masking or like putting on. No, I'm just. This is it. This is just. Magrins, how are you, love? It was. I think both of us kind of did it on accident. You know, because both of us are theater nerds. Like we could have done. We could have put a shtick out real easily on accident. You know. I was in my local vape shop. I can read vape shop. The owner is a huge stoner and weed advocate. While there, this hot chick came in and started talking to the owner and bringing in samples. Turns out she's a hemp farmer and also works with grows THCA. I'd never heard of it and learned that this is legal in Wisconsin for now. It isn't. It's really convoluted, but I wouldn't risk it. I've heard of this before. This is a thing that's kind of like going on. THCA is weed. but people who aren't in the know think it's special. Like, like it's not saying you, but like, you know what I mean? I've been told this by a couple different people that like there are places now where there's certain dispensaries or like head shops and shit that are trying to get workarounds, so they'll label things. But no shit, CJ, my weed says THCA on it. All of my weed. Because my weed actually, like, it's because it's like, fancy. It breaks down what's in it. They all say THCA. Like they are majority THCA. But I don't quote me. I can't remember exactly what it's a skirt around for now, but you could get in really big trouble when it's no longer a skirt around, and I just don't want you to get in trouble, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's different everywhere, it's really confusing, but I've heard from a couple different people, they were like, "Oh, yeah, there's some stores that are getting around it by claiming, like, THCA or something like that." But that's literally what weed is just like, there's THCA, THC, THC, blah, 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 like, there's a million different THC whatever cannabinoids. Really? Okay, as long as your vape shop owner feels safe about it. Seriously, I was like, my first initial, response when someone told me about this, I was like, "Dude, fucking get yours, like, go buy it." Like, you're just getting weed, like, that's awesome, they've done a workaround, but a couple people in chat informed me that, like, it's really dangerous because, the shop may sell it to you totally legally, but if a cop decides to pull you over and search your car or something like that, you could get a felony. Some bullshit like I don't know. It's fucking convoluted everywhere. But THC will fuck you. That is literally I'm trying to look, where's my one of the weeds I got this time breaks down the actual info on it. Sorry, I'm so gross and congested. Post COVID's just as bad as everything else. Hold on. You turn on autofocus for a second. Nope, not that. Oh. I ruined it. Here comes the pun. Um, there you are. Okay. So this is one of the weeds I got, 777 unparalleled. But on their little sticker, will it focus on this little bitch? Focus. Do it. Oh, it's too small. The writing's too small. This little sticker, all this yellow part, I don't know if you can make out any of that. It actually breaks it down. So it says like CBD 0%, CBDA 0%, THCA 28.12%, total THC 24.81% for a total of 30%. Sinimwis. Can you get busted for THCA in non-legal states? I really, it's so confusing. I just don't. I don't know. Sunshine, hello. I just was blinded. That window's gonna be the death of me one day. I mean, it'll treat you to a kiss, maybe a little Bernie kiss. You can grow plants that produce THCA and you turn it into THC to get high. Oh, there you go. I love that the stereotype is that weed smokers are dumb losers when you need at least a master's degree to fully understand the ins and outs of the strains, laws, and growing practices. No shit. And by the time you get your master's degree, you need weed just to slow your fucking brain down. I don't know a regular, like I would say a daily smoker who is unintelligent, who I would consider an unintelligent person. Most of the people that I know who are daily smokers tend to be, and I'm not saying this about myself, I'm a fucking idiot, but they tend to be people that are like so smart, it's almost drives them crazy. Do you know what I'm talking about? People that tend to drop out of school and get their GED because school is so easy and so boring, they're just not doing it anymore. It's like giving a 12th grader kindergarten work. Like most of the like regular smokers I know, that is the personality type. And they smoke to calm the fuck down so they don't go crazy. Discord. My Discord's been working. I'm just getting through all my DMs. But Discord, if you have it. If you do exclamation Discord in the chat, it pulls up ours and then you can, Or Twitter. Honestly, either works. Twitter, unfortunately, works. Once you heard that Rat remix, the OG party bullshit, just doesn't do it. No, actually, I've heard a mix like that recently, and it fucked me up. There was a mix. Oh God, it is what song? It's like hits from the bong. This is it. It's a Cypress Hill, but it's a remix. And ever since I heard it, the original just doesn't hit the same anymore. And I almost hate that it broke me. Hold up, where's my music? There it is. This song's got like 30 seconds left. I just wanted to finish. I am an idiot. I heard that I mean, Willie Nelson stopped smoking weed too. I wonder if he's doing edibles or something like that. Because he does, I mean, allegedly smoked like 47 blunts a day or something like that. And just one blunt or a joint, it burns my lips and my mouth. I can't even imagine long exposure to that heat. Like, the hot ass heat of a blunt or a joint constantly on your throat. That's why I smoke a bong, because it cools that smoke down as much as possible. But damn. Oh, stop. Pause. Okay. I want to hear this song. Rat-a-tat remix with Biggie. Oh, fuck you. I think it's because people focus on the ones that use it than the dealers. Also, the focus on younger adults, etc. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I heard he's quitting weed. I mean, good for him. I hope I never reach a point in my life where I have to consider something like that because I really love weed. I have the res one, yep. Is that a video that we should watch together? It looks like a video we should watch. That's why I was letting it buffer extra. No, did I miss the man? Hold on. Is it the one that it looks like the globe? The whatever it is, the dome? Is that the manhole one? I have one that's like the dome thing on that's like the what's the word? Thumbnail? I have a brain. I've been trying to handle a lot of my stuff sober just to know I can do it, that I don't need to cope and function. And I can say with confidence that it's true. But I find I'm usually less stressed and I'm far more creative with THC and CBD. That's literally why I do tea breaks every once in a while. Is I take like a couple weeks off smoking weed, any weed product, because I want to see, am I smoking to cover up something going on in my head, or am I still smoking because I enjoy smoke? I think it's really good to do that. Level your head out and be like, what am I smoking for? I can honestly say after not smoking for 3 weeks with COVID, I smoke because I love this shit. Hey, you, Genova. Got it. Bitch. That was not the one I had. I did miss it. Dumbass, Katie. I'm scared. I'm nervous but excited to see that one. This song is great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably going edibles. That's what Willie did, I believe, if I remember correctly. Dude, Squeaky, absolutely. Yeah, I don't feel like I smoke enough to like I haven't fucked my tolerance in a really long time. I would say that. Like I nurse a bowl for hours, take little hits off a bowl, just keep myself. I like to be a little bit high, but I'm not out here getting like ripped out of my mind. Um, so I'm not really taking tea breaks for the tolerance aspect, which I guess it's a tolerance break. Like that's kind of the point of it. But I just never want to, you know, not to get too fucking real, but like the sads creep up on you real slow, and then suddenly they're there going 60 miles an hour and you're fucked. And I don't ever want weed to make me not realize that's happening so I can't catch it before it's, which it could. Even though I smoke all the time and I love weed and I fucking know what it feels like, I feel like I can regulate it pretty fucking well. I never want that to happen. I don't want that shit creeping up. It's not worth it. Ever. Ever. I'm saving this song. That was fucking great. I miss Rat-a-Tat, man. Rat-a-Tat was great. I sat on my dorm roof, the roof of my dorms, and watched them play in Red Square of my dorm. We had Red Square at my dorms. I was not in Russia. Um, they played, but I couldn't afford the concert, so we all just climbed on the roof of one of the destruction and demolishing they did to Vegas to build all this F1 bullshit. To not weld down the manhole covers is pretty fucking dumb, right? This is some dumb fucking shit. This is the manhole cover apparently flying off. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Does negligent even begin to cover it? I'm shocked it didn't go flying into a crowd. Like, I keep picturing it like a bullet. Like, it's kind of like playing quarters. Like, you smack that shit down hard enough and it flies up and can put a hole in your ceiling. Like, the speed and, whatever friction flipping that little thing up went obviously through his car. This fucking Final Destination bullshit. That is scary shit. Ooh, people are stupid. It's just, I don't even. Wow. That's some shit. Some shit. That's terrifying. I'm really glad I'm not there for the races. We were all there watching the construction during TwitchCon, kind of laughing at the ridiculousness of it. Do I have the one crane hitting a bridge? I don't think I have that one. Hold on. We've got a couple. I have some giraffes. I don't know. I love giraffes I'm pretty positive it's where I evolved from. But I don't know. Oh no, totally. Moist, don't even worry about it. You're working. When I ever ask a question and call you out, I am very half-assedly seeking a response because you have things to do, bitch. Was running between buildings, couldn't respond. So THC versus THCA conversations without a few minor comments. If you need any more clarification, feel free to ask now. I should be available for 5 to 10 minutes. Oh shit, was that 5 to 10 minutes ago? I'm trying to catch up on chat. Moist is available for questions about THCA if anyone has questions. He literally works in a grow house and in the biz. That Mayo, and that was the thing. Like, they demolished, entire fountains. They demolished half the sidewalks to put up these like grandstands for people to sit in and like these $18,000 seats and shit like that. And I think I asked someone while we were there. I can't remember if I asked someone who was like a Vegas local or if I just asked somebody, but I was like, I don't understand where the makeup and money is. And they said allegedly they're gonna like make billions off of this. So it's worth it. And the plan was to rebuild everything that was like quintessential to the Vegas Strip after all this is done. But like, allegedly. Yeah. I don't think it's panning out for them. Yeah, it feels like an NFT thing a little bit. I don't know. I'm nervous. They didn't account for cold weather in the desert. They're idiots. Best part about the manhole covers, they're not welding them. They're covering them with asphalt only 12 hours before the qualifier starts.
I'm sorry, no.
I'm going to take a wild guess those seats are empty because people don't want to die. What the fuck? 11 p.m. on the streets of Vegas, I say to the construction worker, making that third shift cash, and he says, fuck now. This is still first shift. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. The Montreal Grand Prix was all supposed to make a lot of money, and they keep losing money every year. It's just, where's the money coming from to keep running it every year? No shit. The Austin race makes more money on race weekend than that track costs all year. What? I feel like my brain tried to restart. That's insane. Wow. If there's a PPV cost for people online, maybe that's where all the money is. I don't know. Like, it has to be, right? Maybe? No shit. F1 was in Vegas many years ago and it was a huge shit show. So why are they doing it again? What the fuck are we doing? They did this before? Oh no shit. The seats were empty and the seats were empty. I swear to God, I can read. The seats were empty because the seats were closed because they had no security after 2 a.m. What's happening? What's happening? It's Vegas. Shouldn't they have security? I don't know. Who the fuck am I? Both of them are here. See that tail? Look at that haunted Victorian child. Hello, son. Hello, my boy. My little void boy. How are you doing? Thank you for being patient and not jumping on me like your rude sister. Thank you. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. My little void babies. Hello, Victorian child. How are you? I love you too. I love you too, baby girl. I love you too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Right in the mouth. Disgusting. Look at these wee BBs. My wee beebs. Such a wee babe you are. Yes. Don't eat my headphone every day. Every day. Bob's never too busy for us, motherfucker. When you need security to watch a race on the sidewalk, I know. The Olympics literally destroys cities. I think the only city, I don't know if it did anything. Did it hurt Vancouver? I was in college when it happened up there, and I had some friends go up there, and it's like wherever they are held, they like the village stays. Don't pull my shirt off. I can't lose my. Thank you. You got heavy elbows, bitch. I assume the money comes from the millionaires and billionaires who make the car go zoom. Yeah. It's just, there's people starving and homeless. I just can't. And he's making a left. He's making another left. Jim, what do you think he's going to do next? You know what, Steve? I think he might make a left. That's a strong prediction there, Bob. Oh, there he goes, making a left. And that's the moment the young bull fucked the old bull into his position. Jesus, giraffe life, though. I mean, it starts out horrid. If you've ever, I grew up watching like animal shows and shit like that, like giraffe birth. The baby falls from that asshole, however high up that is. Imagine. Like, we're out here doing water births, and giraffes are like, nah, 12-foot drop. Wake up, kid. Time to run. Amazing. Get out of your gooey sack. Let's fucking go. Me, if I had kids, 100%. I'm gonna climb on this ladder, and if it doesn't survive, it's not what fucking Spartan life. Let's go. If it ain't tall, it's not mine. I put one empty tampon box for cushioning for the fall. Yeah. Just for irony's sake. This is smooth. It lived. I'm an idiot. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna go pee and make some tea. And then we're gonna listen to that new Rez song. Stretch your dicks, get some water, pack a bowl. I don't know. Pet your haunted Victorian child. Everyone's got one. What was tuberculosis like?
Darkness, imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror.
You wanna go outside? You wanna go potty? Blink twice if you need help. You wanna go outside? Okay. Okay. All right, break time. Pee. Wash your hands all the time. COVID is real. I love you. Be right back. Fuck that guy. He gives bipolar a bad name. I know. I know, dude. It sucks that none of his music exists anymore because I was a big fan. Like some of his old albums, like those first albums, were phenomenal. He's a good rapper, but then he had to be all fucking like, ugh. And then my mom's like, bipolar people do this, and I'm like, ugh. Famous people giving us a bad fucking name. Can't open anything. I went and turned the teapot on, peed, took the dogs out, came back, didn't put any water in the fucking teapot. Today is a bad day. I am so tired. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, Foxy, let me give you a permit. Hold on. See if I can beat my mods. Did I? Did I do it? Did I do it? Yes! Dude, right? It's so sad. He's a royal fucking twat. Yeah. He really is. Like, he's just a piece of shit. Yeah. It sucks because he made some dank music. I don't like any of his new stuff, though. Like, I haven't liked anything for years of his new... Like, the last album I think I really listened to was, My Beautiful Fantasy or Horror Fantasy or whatever that was. I'm trying to think what the album name was. It was a good one, though. Mayo, I'm sorry. Boo. You sleep shitty? I feel like everybody either slept shitty or something's causing people to feel like shit today, and I feel bad. The moons are aligned in an icky way. I don't know. Ooh, either one. Whatever's easier for you. They both seem to be working, so like... What even... I don't know. Sleep, it eludes me. No idea. Yeah, slept shitty, same, yeah. I've got, like, a tickle in my throat that woke me up, like, every hour in the hour just coughing. So I had to prop myself up on, like, 5 pillows against a wall and hope for the best. I think I got a good hour. Absolutely squeaky. Brace for work, dude. I was born on a full moon, and my mom said that she could hear, like, I was actually born in the hospital I worked in. Super weird. But the birthing center was right below the psych ward. She said she could hear people running back and forth on the floors all night long, like screaming and howling and shit. I don't know. Something's real. Or someone said the quiet word. I gave it a wash, screwed it on, and put it in.
I gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
I'm not nervous. Don't autoplay. Don't autoplay. Don't autoplay. Don't. Okay. It's not a video. We're good. Is that a real thing? Oh my god. That. I don't know. I don't get anything wet. I. It took me a minute because have you ever seen those water bottles that, like, when you unscrew the cap, they actually have something like this attached that freezes in the freezer? Like, it has some gel in it, and it's basically a giant ice cube. So for a minute there, I was like, wait, is that just the inside of it? Is it a secret dildo? Oh. Put my daughter's Old Navy water bottle in the dishwasher. Long story short, now it's my wife's. That's amazing. Stop the music. We have another. I wanted to hear that Rez song. Pause. I love you, Kendrick. You're great, but pause. Giant ice dildo. I would never want ice in my punan. That sounds like such a terrible idea. The intervals. Oh my god, Mayo. It's got to be something. It's the space. Space is doing something to us because I think a lot of people either that was happening to them or a lot of people said like their insomnia instead of keeping them up all night just woke them up at an ass of dawn like 3 a.m. Some bullshit. It is a video. It is a video. Okay, Rod, are you here? Rod hadn't seen the video yet, so I want to wait till Rod gets here. Ice cut things? I mean, You know, like, you ever see someone oh my god, my vagina is clenching so hard just thinking about it. I'm kegling into pain. Someone licking an icy pole. Oh, just imagine that. Oh, on the inside. I know. Oh. Oh. Ah! So sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I love when something isn't dishwasher safe. It shouldn't exist. What the fuck? My wife gets an endoscopy, I can read, later today, her first time with Versed and fentanyl. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Are you her ride? Oh, shit. That's fun. Some people admit some really fun shit. Oh, Rod's here. Okay, Rod, are you excited? It is a video. I was waiting to play the new Rez song because it's a video. So if you're able to watch, or if you care, I was waiting for you because it is a video and you had said you hadn't seen it yet. But only if you're like, don't worry about it. Like, no pressure. I just was like, oh shit, Rod hadn't seen the video yet. And it is one. I seen someone inject silicone into his dick. Oh my fucking what? I'm sorry. Hold on. One moment, Pat. Okay. Someone injected silicone into their dick thinking it would get bigger. Then it was looking like a piece of Swiss cheese. Okay. Don't y'all love your dicks? Why would you put a needle in it? If you love something, don't stab it. Oh my god. I can't. Oh, same. Migraines. I've seen people do this shit. I don't know if it's silicone, but they inject this fluid into their muscles, and it's like makes their muscles look bigger. It's not real muscle. I've seen that, and I can't help but kind of picture that happening on it. Synthol, is that shit? Yeah, that in a dick. Oh my. Oh no. My McDonald's tastes funny now. Ew. Yep, I saw a Reddit post years ago that was based on that synthol, and it was just like an amalgamation of pictures of various people who had used synthol, and it looks so. Have you ever made hot cocoa and like you don't stir it well enough, and there's those little clumps of powder? That's what it looks like. I think it's so fucking gross. As they say, if you love something, stab it with a needle and inject it with silicone. No. Oh my god. Yeah, your dick, like, man, your dick is fine. Like, if, I can't even, I mean, the real talk, if you feel so much self loathing that you are willing to inject your dick with foreign substances, please get therapy. Please be medicated. Please don't stab your dick. Oh my fucking god. The video of a girl whose family convinced her that they were in the start of the zombie apocalypse when she was still coming on anesthesia. No, but I love those anesthesia videos. Those are people, I've never had anyone like freak out when they're coming out of anesthesia, but when people start to go under, when the drugs hit, some people don't go to sleep right away. They'll just start admitting things. It's wild. Like just like I cheated on my husband, 3 of my kids are his brothers, and you're just like, oh, go night night now. Shush 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 time. Those are weird times. Anyway, Stick Rod. That was seriously, I have to save that before I forget. That was amazing. Rose was talking about how this song is slower BPM wise than her usual music. It worked so well though. It didn't feel slower. Like, it had enough going on. I don't know how to say that. You know what I mean. That was great. Hold on. Save, please. Thank you. She was gorgeous. That was fantastic. Not autoplay. None of that, motherfucker. But yeah, the nose bridge one, I had a back of my neck piercing, and I think they're different because the one that was in the back of my neck was not a straight bar, but I think they're both considered a surface piercing. But it's probably has to do with like bone placement and shit. I'm pretty sure this one is just a straight bar that goes through. I'll have to ask Peachy. I've never seen one taken out, but the one I had in the back of my neck was like this kind of like a U-shaped bar, but I don't know why. They're considered the same thing. No, I haven't. Hold on, Cinemas. I was pulling that up. Where did I put it? Is it a video? Ooh, it looks like it's gonna be a cool video. Is it? Oh, it is a cool video. It looks like cool anime. Oh, shit. Zeke is doing OBS 34 stream. He's a brave bitch. You know, one of my favorite music videos that I literally like went on Kazaa or LimeWire or something like that way back in the day. I downloaded the Pepsi ad that was Britney Spears and Pink and Beyonce singing like 5 seconds of We Will Rock You. I don't drink Pepsi. What the fuck? I just want to look at some titties. Things are important. None of that would be easy. I mean, I don't think he's singing it live. Jesus Christ, that would be insane. Doing all that dancing at the same time? Holy crap. Holy shit. That would be phenomenal. Do you remember that one? Yeah, they're all like dressed up like badass looking gladiators in a gladiator ring and they start stomping and they just look phenomenal. I definitely like I get it. Or what's that other one that we've watched it a few times on stream. It's like a Kenzo? Is it Kenzo is the band? Hold on, I have your guys' links up. I'm just moving them over. Kenzo, I think. And it has a girl that dances, and I can't remember. Her mom is a really famous actress slash model from the 80s, but I can't remember her name because I'm horrible with them. But it's a fucking perfume ad. Aha, Kenzo World. I'll just play a second of it. That was phenomenal. You guys have great taste. I love that you guys find new music like this. That was really good. Whenever Rod throws a vid out, I know it's a banger. I found a few artists through him over the course of my ins and outs of this channel. Same. Rod and I have extremely similar tastes. Like I think Rez was honestly one of the first bands ever that Rod shared with me that I had never heard of before. And I was like, oh, we're going to be friends. Okay. I get it. I understand. Yeah. Sorry, burpsies. 100% my music and my god, Katie. My taste in music ranges from many things. Only thing I don't like is country. Yeah, I definitely don't like reach. I wouldn't say, hey, I don't reach for country, but I think there's some modern music that I listen to that would be considered country, and I definitely whip out Sheryl Crow now and then on a road trip. I don't know if that's country or if she's rock. But I grew up on it. Like I was raised, like my parents thoroughly listened to country almost exclusively. So like Shania Twain and Leanne Rimes and Deanna Carter and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera was my childhood soundtrack until I was able to have control of my own music. So I know a lot of it and it's very nostalgic to me. Like there's a lot of Tim McGraw songs I can sing completely from beginning to end and it's but I wouldn't reach for them, you know, at any given time, but I could if I'm in a bar and country comes on, I can most more than likely jam. I fucking probably know the song cuz country hasn't changed at all since forever. It's just like kind of poppy rocky shit. Which the one we just listened to? Mail, the one we just listened to is the one you're looking for? That was Pale Dusk, right? I'll post it just in case. I think so. Yes. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's the one we just listened to then. That's Pale Dusk. And then I don't know what order went anymore. I saved that one. I just pulled this up because we listened to that Chainsaw the one Mayo said was it the theme saw to Chainsaw Man, something like that? And it suggested this. I love Jonathan Young. He's amazing. He does metal covers of like Disney songs and shit like that and anime covers and stuff. And this apparently is a full English cover by Jonathan Young. Do you think it's gonna be terrible? I'm not one for dubs. I'm a subs. Dubs tend to be shitty, but I'm curious. It is. Most genres are a hybrid genre right nowadays. Like if there's more than 4 words in the genre you're trying to describe to me, it's not real. We've gone too far. I don't know what's happening anymore. Like music is just music. I'll like it or I don't. Yep, same excellent. Yeah. I cannot listen to a country song for 15 years and still same. Like, oh my god, I could probably say the first lyric to any given song from the 90s of country and it will be implanted in your head for the rest of your life and I won't do it to you, but I want to really bad. Cuz now it's in mine. But you know what I mean? It's horrible. You just can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. It's like poison. Sheryl Crow's phenomenal. I can't. It's the album that looks like a patchwork quilt on the front. It's the best. It's nostalgia. It's literally nostalgia. Yeah, it's like the weird homey feeling. I can listen to any song, but I will not enjoy every song. I like that. Bitch. Dead Minds, I fucking appreciate you. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an A to swings for so long. Blessed be the fruit. Oh my god, Deca Bear, we have literally listened to so much fucking Ren. We literally listened to his brand new song on release yesterday. We're obsessed. And I very confidently say we. Because these fuckers put up with it and I listen to a lot of Ren. Ren's phenomenal. Oh my god, he's so talented. It's like dummy talented. I don't even know what genre anymore. Like when I listen to music, I'm like, unless the artist is from, pre-2000 where genres were a lot more clear, I guess to me. If you say Nine Inch Nails, I'm going to say industrial, but someone might say metal, someone might say rock. I don't know. To each their own. I love Nine Inch Nails. Of a meme? Oh god. Hold on. I fucked up my links. Don't do it, bitch. Metal fans when you call a band technical brutal death metal instead of brutal technical death metal. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Painful, painful facts. Yep. Yeah. Country's just that old world song magic. Once it pours into you, it's there forever. It really is. And it's so simple and so repetitive. I mean, it's hard not to remember it. Like man, it's in there. I won't do it. My brain wants to sing a lyric. Body. No sense. I had a patient one time who I literally found a needle still in them and they said they were going to kill me for putting another one in them. I was like, okay. I promise everything I'm going to put in this IV is going to be way more fun than whatever the fuck you stuck in your dick. So, you make the choice. I'm saving this. Save, save, save. I put it to the tits. Hold on. This is the chainsaw. Where's the other one? Here's the other one I wanted to buffer. I have a couple up. Thank you for that resub, Sally. I appreciate you. Yeah, Fox, let me give you a permit. Hold on. I got you, boo. Sharing some news today. Oh, fuck yeah. Daughter and hubby just bought their first home. Oh, that's very exciting. So she's moving me, the old man, to live with them in Delaware. Oh my God. 1,700 miles. Holy shit. I mean, you're going to have an adventure. You're going to have a fucking adventure. I've moved across the country twice now. It's easy. People are just people everywhere, honestly. The weirdest thing about moving is like the different foliage. That's always been odd to me, is like, oh, I get to learn new trees. The trees here are not the trees from there. Now I get to learn these trees. But people are people are people, you know what I'm saying? You'll probably notice that Scrapple's everywhere and they want to put crab, salt, or like, Old Bay on all the food. Every food you have. A banana, Old Bay. Tater tots, Old Bay. Your grandmother, Old Bay. Old Bay on everything. It will be literally on everything. The abuse nurses are supposed to just deal with fucking hell. I mean, I don't even know if we're supposed to deal with it. I think overall, the vast majority of nursing professionals are just super empathetic people who, like, You know, I've told you guys I've had patients who scream like, "I can't wait until you get raped," and just look me dead in my eyes. And the next day, once their electrolytes even out, they're like the most pleasant person in the world. It's so hard to not take the things people say out loud personally, but I know in my soul that that's 99.9% of the time not the real person talking. It's something going on with their health or whatever. And I know when I'm in a moment of like anxiety and stress and like pain or something, I'm probably not the nicest. I don't know if I'd whip the R word out and throw that at nurses trying to put some. We were just trying to catheterize the person, and they were so out of their mind, they thought they were being raped. So they told us all that, yeah, that was, you know, drugs do create. You're literally, this person was, it was just electrolytes, and that was it. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy what your body can do to you. It was sad, but they were totally fine. And literally, I don't say that lightly, 99.9% of the time, once you even them out, they're the nicest people in the entire world. Now, 1.1% of the time, they are horrific human beings. And you're like, oh, okay, you're just a cunt. Sick. Beer, Old Bay. Your newborn, Old Bay. Fuck baby powder. Old Bay, Scrapple. It's everywhere. Fun fact, not only does President Biden's not only does President Biden reside in Delaware, he has a vacation house in Delaware. Crazy. Crazy. A lot of chicken slaughter farms. If you smell death, that's probably what it is. Texas, Delaware will be 20 minutes from the beach. Dude, the beach is going to be so nice, though. The Delaware does have some beautiful beaches. I've moved a lot, and most moves were great, except the one where my in-laws moved in 4 doors down. No, absolutely not. Nope. No. No. Yeah, Mayo, I have them on my other. I've got this, like, I'm trying to, I've tried to develop, like a method to the links so I don't lose any or accidentally close one. So I open them up on one monitor and I wait for them to buffer. And then when these ones are buffered, then we watch those ones. And then I move those ones over when they buffer. And that way I got my sharing the internet with another streamer is hell. Don't do it. It's super fun, but it's also just fucking hell and I hate it. We aren't supposed to deal with it. It's just we got no one to support us. Yeah. I mean, literally, there's no other choice. Yeah. I've talked about that. I don't know about the hospitals you worked in before, but like I've never worked in a hospital in my life where I have an actual scheduled break or lunch where I like hand my phone off and I'm not responsible for my patients ever in my life because it's just not feasible. There's no staff, there's no one to do that, there's no one to cover you. So it's like, you know, you sneak into a closet and like start inhaling a bagel, and if your phone goes off, you stick it in your pocket and run out and go do what you need to do. But honestly, I don't do that because I have to. I do that because the reason I'm being called is because there's a human being probably in pain because I worked in a fucking surgical ICU, probably suffering, who needs me. And I don't care if someone told me to turn my phone off, I wouldn't. And I don't know a nurse who would. It's just like I don't know a human who would, really. Thankfully, I don't know terrible people, but you know what I mean? It's a level of empathy that most humans carry where it's just like I can pee later. They have their X muscle sewed to their X muscle and they can't breathe right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, this isn't a chemical thing. This is a you thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That happens sometimes. And you're like, oh, cool. Old Bay baby powder. I wouldn't be shocked. Moved from South Georgia to Seattle. I only took what fit into my Nissan Sentra. I did the exact same, but the opposite. I did Seattle to Baltimore with everything that would fit in my little Mazda 3. It was fun. It was all books. I just packed books because I'm an idiot. I'm carefully DJing. It does suck watching the videos like buffer and stuff, but what do you do? There's nothing to be done. Inhaling a bagel while crying mid bites, 100%. Like I've literally post code just pulled the bagel back out of my pocket and like ate it outside the door. Just like, oh fuck. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's nothing to be done. There are people who need help. You can't like. There's just not another option. There's no one to help. Even unions and stuff, like, they don't know what to do because they can't get the hospitals to pay for more staff. Like, if they get the hospitals to get more money, they would not pay for more staff. They'd do something else. Most horrible divorce of my life began less than 4 years after my ex, MIL, spatial anomaly of passive aggression, moved in doors down, and now I live 700 miles from there. No shit. I do not despise any of my immediate family that I'm aware of at this current moment. However, I would never choose to live within quick visit distance of my mom and dad. Because my mom is absolutely that person who every single time she was bored, she would just stop by. All the time. And like, that would make me despise them. I couldn't do it. I'd fucking go nuts. I couldn't fucking do it. I don't think I could do that with anybody. Thankfully, most people don't do that. But yeah, I couldn't. I can't. So I stay like just enough away where it's a flight or it's an overnighter. You know what I'm saying? Something you got to be invited for. Johns Hopkins got sued like a month ago. They get sued all the fucking time. A hospital that size, they get sued all the time. So really, honestly, it's not really on my radar. I tell my patient if they don't pee after 8 hours of catheter removal, I'll have to put a new one in. And here I am, 16 hours in, not having peed. I know. I've gone home the next day and sat there on my back steps like, you had to have peed tonight. You peed, right? You peed. Did I pee? I should go inside and shower. Did I pee? Like existential crisis moments. Because you don't practice what you preach, but absolutely will never happen, ever. Books are forever, friends. Stupid, beautiful nurse people who give a shit. Oh, you guys, everything. It's such, thank you. Nurses are great people. I mean, every nurse I've ever worked with, I mean, it's not even worth mentioning the small percentage of medical healthcare professionals I have worked with who have been not worth a sniff. The vast majority of them are just like caretakers who need to get paid and make a living, so they go into a job where they can caretake and get paid for caretaking, and that's their base personality, you know, through and through. And they just genuinely tend to be good people. But because of that, I mean, you know, people who are compassionate and good and do things for the better tend to allow people to shit on them because they're like, what are you gonna fucking do? You know? Let's see if one of these videos. Thank you. I'm fully aware, and I go into stuff like that though, completely expecting not exactly what I've experienced in an anime or a comic, etc., etc., etc. Like, it's impossible to perfectly, like, you know, excuse me. It's not possible to verbatim translate a book to a movie. You got to change stuff around to make it flow for like a movie to watch and keep people's attention, stuff like that. So I go into it and I'm like, you know what? As long as they don't completely rip the universe in half and butt fuck it dry, I'm here for it. Like, just have it had the feel of Cowboy Bebop, like the atmospheric feel, the sounds, like I don't know. It was just, it's a different medium. Exactly. There's gonna have to be translations all over the place. Like, I expect that totally. And I think a lot of people still to this day go into stuff and they're like, it's not exactly what the other version was and I don't like it. Why would you want a duplicate? I don't know why the fuck you'd want a duplicate. Like, if it's not, you know, if they're not deleting pertinent plot points and shit like that. Glad I almost missed that one. Hold up. Come back, chat. Don't be a dick. That's a terrifying face to look at. Was it fanboys? I just don't understand, like, crushing something that could, I don't know. I thought it was really well done, as well as they could do, you know, Space Cowboys. Like, what are you gonna do? I thought it was really well done. The live action was decent, not the anime doesn't do reboots and alternate takes all the time anyhow. I know. I mean, it's always, like, different unit. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We could bitch about it all day. It just seemed people crush things so fast. It's so stupid. I thought they really nailed the One Piece live action. Never read One Piece, but it felt like they weren't afraid to embrace the source of what it was, and the loyalty worked. I agree 100%. Yeah, I think this is an Overlord. Overlord Force opening for Hollow Hunger by OXT. Oxt. I was trying to find the band name because I know someone's gonna ask. It's probably gonna be dank music. Silence imprisoning me. I hear nothing. What the fuck is going on? Is it just me? Is it silence? Are we dying? Is this the hell we live in? Did I mute the tab? Did I? Did I mute the tab? No. Why? Is everything broken? Autoplay has ruined everything. Hold up. Okay, so we can still hear other things. It's just this one? What the fuck? Hold on. What the titty? What the titty? Why? Why you silent, bitch? That's not okay. I'm just gonna look for you elsewhere. No. It doesn't, nobody's comments or any, but the latest comments like a year ago. Is it OXT's the band? I was gonna look him up. OXT Overlord. I'm just gonna find him. A fuzz on my nose. Did I do it? Is that them? I didn't hate it. I know. I like it. I just went and found it. I just looked up the band. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna be cheated by the internet. I'll see if I can get Discord open. Ooh, I like this. Oh my god, the butt goes with it perfectly. It's entrancing. Whoa. It does. This is dank. I like this. We got some fucking, like, flamenco shit in there. Morticia Adams dances out in the background. That'd be incredible. I like this a lot. And this isn't opening to another anime. That's incredible. Anime gets fucking dank opening music. What the fuck? I'm gonna save it before I forget. Before I forget me, I! Which season, Glut? This is season 4. Season 3? Veracity. Yep, that's season 3. Hold on. It was literally suggested underneath, so I was like, am I gonna get lucky? Is this the one? Or is yours different? Yeah, it was literally the next one suggested. Ooh. It kind of sounds like Panic, doesn't it, Dread? Wednesday Addams. In the Wednesday Addams show, she did her iconic dance with COVID. What? I like this. Oh, yours is this not the full version? Okay, hold on. Let me grab yours. I like the song. I have no problem listening to it again. They forced her to? Gross. Gross. Thank you, Mayo. I didn't realize I was listening to short versions. That's my bad. That's my bad. Oh my god, I think it's a video. Hold on. Buffer, bitch. I'm gonna get rid of this other one because that was a short version. I like full songs, always. The question assassination classroom. Okay, I gotta pee really bad, so I'm gonna move these because these have buffered, so these are ready to go. But I'm gonna take a break real quick. Mayo, if you find that full version, share it with me, please. Hopefully, the mode will be present. If not, just ask me for a permit when I get back. This is what I'm saying you for being aware. That is scary shit. You know, I've had a similar experience. I can't remember what was it. Millie got chocolate somehow. I want to say my grandma dropped a piece or something, and Millie got chocolate, and It was a small enough piece, but Millie was a pug. If you haven't been around my channel for a long time, I had a pug who was my life partner, and she was really small, and I freaked out, and I called the vet, and the vet asked me what kind of chocolate, and she said most dogs survive chocolate because the chocolate that they get into is so low in cocoa, and that's where the weird like chemical is that hurts them. I can't remember what it is. There's some molecule or something that causes dogs to die. You know the ones I'm talking about? Exactly. Chronicle. Literally exactly. That's exactly what my vet told me. Like, obviously, don't feed anything with chocolate to your animal, but most animals survive chocolate because most chocolate, at least the chocolate we use for, various cooking and whatever, it's so low in actual cocoa or it's so, like, chemically adulterated by the process that it doesn't actually have that chemical in it anymore. It's like they have to eat basically dark cocoa, like 80% cocoa powder or something, or like baking cocoa or something. But I'm glad your dog was okay because that is horrifying. Yeah, I know. I have to restart my PC to fix it, which sucks, but that's fine. I don't need Discord. I mean, we're here. Elizabeth in your queue, my favorite reactor. She's amazing. She's literally amazing. She's just so kind. She's so kind, and like she is the epitome of like constructive criticism. Like she can break down the way someone sings and talk about it without being a piece of shit and an asshole, and I live for that. Ah, Viata, I'm on it. I'm so tired. I knew a Newfoundland dog that ate 18 chocolate bars. Oh my god. Those dogs can be over 100 pounds though, right? They are huge. Baby beard? Shut the fuck up. I'm grabbing it. No. After stream, restart it and set it as open it as admin. Need to make a mental note of that. I don't know why it does that. It's so stupid. It worked earlier. I feel like did I have it open today? I mean, I had it open yesterday and I didn't like fuck my computer. I don't know. No, did I not have the Juna video? I didn't skip anything, so if I didn't play it or it's just gone for some reason, please forgive me and feel free to repost or ask for another, because that's just on me. I'm just really, like, brain farty today. It was I lost it, or I don't know. I don't know. I got no answers. I'm an idiot today. That's it. I have no excuses, no answers, just an idiot. Imposition on what my body looks like, for fuck's sake, I'm fucked up just having my mom have an opinion on it my whole life, let alone the world from the age of whatever, however old she was when she did American Idol. Young. A baby? She was a baby. Like, I can't imagine what that does to you. I want to save this song. Hold up. Before I forget, I used to just leave all the tabs up and then save them after stream, but now I'm learning that they're crashing, and I don't want that to happen. Is it the Homura? Is that the one? She does. She looks happy and comfortable in her skin, and I think that's the most important thing in the whole world. Okay, Homura. Okay, that's the one. Okay. Voice is as pure and clean as her pores. I looked the same. I don't know if you watch the Welsh twins on YouTube. One of them does makeup videos and one of them does skincare videos, and the brother who does skincare videos, he has like his educational history, I guess, is it like in photo editing and shit like that, and he loves to go in and pick apart photos and ads for skincare products where you can obviously see a filter like glitching in their hairline or something. And so I feel like I've learned a little bit from him, but now I just can't stop looking for it and I couldn't find it. I mean, we have to be right because everything, I think it's against the law in America to do that shit, but they do it anyways. Like every ad out there. You remember back in the day when we were kids, the fucking mascara ads? Oh my God. They were unbelievable. It'd be like the stroke of this mascara one and these digital eyelashes would like quadruple in size and look like these big old fucking, and you buy it and it's like Crayola wax melting across your eyelids and your eyelashes fall out and suddenly you have cancer and you're like, I don't know what happened. The ad didn't do that. We have to be. And it's same with skincare ads. And that's why I watch the Welsh twins. They're really informative, both of them on both sides, makeup and skincare. They break down those ads and stuff and they show you how to look for stuff like that, the blurring and the weird filters. Where, I mean, almost every single celebrity brand in the world, that celebrity has a fucking skin filter on, like a skin filter from their phone or their recording device. that's fuzzing them out and making them look perfect, and it's just lying. Like, don't lie to me. Like, your product might actually be good, but I'm never gonna buy into it now because you fucking lied to me. I figured they put something in the fine point of the commercial saying actual results may vary is how they get away with it. Yes. That and oh, I learned a new terminology. It was so I guess back in the day, whatever. Skincare products used to be able to say they could halt aging, halt skin aging. They could literally make wrinkles disappear, but now they have to say the verbiage they have to use is may reduce the appearance of fine lines, meaning the product does nothing, but maybe it'll fill it in, which is wild. I mean, very much genes and diet and hydration and skincare and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, there's so many things involved with it, 100%. Oh, that filter was bad. Yeah. Yep. JLo's was pretty notorious. There was another person. One person who didn't though was which I was honestly not shocked but super supportive of and very like, yes, Gaga. Lady Gaga did like I think it was what was it? Like Harper's Bazaar or something. She did some video recently where she was trying out her new makeup, like House of whatever her makeup line is, and she did not have any filters on. Both the Welsh twins watched it and they picked it apart. There were no filters, which I was really proud of because most celebrities, like the Kardashians or anyone, they have like just these weird. They're like TikTok filters, I think, where all they do is they blur out just enough, just a little bit, so it doesn't look super super apparent, but like all of these kind of lines will be gone and like any skin damage will be gone suddenly. Like all of that, it's just enough to take it away and it makes you look like youthful, and whatever. But it's a fucking lie. Especially if you're selling something that's actual skincare. Like that's lying. Dude, Korean skincare is phenomenal. It truly is. I mean, I didn't realize how much Korean skincare I already owned. And then it kind of started booming. Like you saw it all over Sephora and Ulta and stuff like that. And like everybody on YouTube, the skincare world was talking about it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'd love to check out some Korean skincare. Half of what I had was already Korean skincare. I just had no idea. Like they've been in the game for quite some fucking time. I have no idea. I don't use TikTok, so I don't know what the filters are. But I know I watch people pick apart videos and they use TikTok and they know what they're called. So they talk about it, but I have no idea. I could not speak to it. I don't know what it is. Collagen Moisture House Laboratories. That's what it is now. House Laboratories. That's what it is. Her products are I've heard raving reviews about. Raving. I can speak, I swear to God. It's the sun protection 100%. Yep. It's sad where that stems from, you know? But like it is. Everybody needs sun protection, long story short. It is. And Kona, I wonder if that's just because it's so much it's like how do I put this? Korean skincare, they don't add fragrances or colors or dyes or like, fluff. And because of that, they can make it so much more inexpensive. They can make it so inexpensive, more inexpensive, so much more. None of that made sense. They can make it inexpensive because they're not adding all the bullshit that a lot of other brands add that are inactive ingredients, like ingredients that actively literally do nothing or have adverse effects on your skin, right? It's kind of backwards and really crazy. Dark, I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. I think they're doing that on TV video feeds. I swear there are interviews I've seen that had to be doctored after the fact to smooth lines and remove blemishes. Oh, absolutely. You can edit everything during, after. There's all these post effects. I've learned so much from watching these two guys. They're so knowledgeable. One of them went to college for like photo editing and video editing and stuff, so he knows how to look for this stuff. And he's not out there being an asshole, but he's out there like, these products are lying to you. These are obviously edited, Like I'm sure you guys have seen late night TV, you'll see some lady, she'll be like, "Oh my god, look at this under eye cream." And they've got like dark circles and lines like I do, and suddenly they do this and it's like, looks like that. And they're like, "Oh my god, it's a fucking filter." Like it's a fucking there is no product in the world other than like sculpting wax, for building prosthetics that is going to have that effect on skin. Like we're all going to wrinkle, we're all going to get dark circles. Like skin is skin, man. You know what? I had a weird thought the other day, and this is just me being a persnickety bitch about makeup. I used to be very, very hardcore upset. I don't know. I watched a lot of YouTube, like YouTube makeup videos. That's how I kind of started watching YouTube way back in the day when it first started being a thing. I don't even know when YouTube started. I have no idea the timeline, but I remember when I became aware of YouTube was because I loved watching beauty YouTubers do their makeup. It was like soothing, and I would do my makeup and get ready for work. And I miss the days when people still did like cool makeup without false eyelashes. Like, what happened that suddenly we went to like you just instead of like taking care of your eyelashes and getting good eyelash curlers and good mascara, it's just like false eyelashes all the time. Got to get my I fucking hate false eyelashes. No matter what. I've bought really high quality ones, I've bought shitty ones, I've bought Ardell's, etc., etc. I feel them. I feel them weighted on my eyeball. The glue always comes undone because I have watery eyes, I have oily skin. Like, can we just do cool makeup looks where I don't have to put a dead fox on my face afterwards to make it look good? Because if you don't, like, I'll follow an entire makeup tutorial, and if I don't put on the falsies, it doesn't look right. Like, they've designed the tutorial to need eyelashes to here. I'm like, I've got fucking long eyelashes, man. What the fuck? I miss it.
Hail Satan.
Wait, which one's natural? I mean, natural, clean, etc. It's all just bullshit marketing language. It's really bad. Arsenic is a clean ingredient. To just be real, clean means nothing. Really, there's not. It means nothing. It's just marketing. That's it. It's I say buy the most simple ingredients possible, most simple products possible. No foobar. By natural aspect, I mean stuff like strawberry face scrubs, beet face cream, and etc. Not in the sense that natural is better than chemical. Oh, 100%. I never would assume. I know you're in the. I know you have like literally a license in beauty. Like I ain't here. I know what you mean, bro. I fucking get you. I feel you. Arsenic is made of apple seeds. Is it apple seeds that does arsenic? I can't remember, but possibly. We can cheers real quick. Absolutely. I was trying to get these videos. I had 1 or 2 videos I was trying to get to buffer, but they crashed. Someday we'll get them, maybe. Zach might be downloading a game, honestly. Is today like a download game day? I don't know. I don't know what kind of day is today. What is today? Friday? I don't know what he does. What is it? Is it Indie Friday? No. Did they? I don't remember anymore. I'll just move them on different monitors and see what happens. Cheers. Dude, Pat, exactly. If you need to advertise that your product is clean, them chances be that shit dirty. She's got a lot of opinions on makeup, I guess. What's up? Did you hear that? That was precious. You're a beautiful girl. That was beyond precious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then she belches. You're gorgeous. You're a wonderful human. I mean, dog. What? You're pretty girl. You're a very pretty girl. Yeah. I don't know. Why do they stare sometimes? She stares hard. Like eye contact does not bother her. If I just look at her, she will maintain this eye contact until the end of time. She loves it. And I'm just like, I want to hear your inner workings. What do you think about what's going on in that noodle? What are you looking at? Is it me? What are you computing? Ow, ow, ow. Trying to do that to mind meld? Dude, I wouldn't be shocked, honestly. She'd fucking love that shit. A forcing oh my god, an early one would be good. That's actually a really good idea. I have to write that on my hand again. Don't quote me on this on the IRC. Arsenic is the reason why a lot of hard seed plants have high mutation rates, such as apple seeds, is because of the amount of arsenic in them. Weird. I wonder if that's like other stone fruits and stuff. Because I think I've heard like like a peach pit and stuff like that. Like is poisonous. I think apricot, the turtlet goes round the turtlet. I'm sorry, my brain is so dead today. Explore your inner beauty, darling. She's very pretty. She does have really pretty eyes, but they are haunting. Oh, she drooled so much. Hello. Oh, hello, ma'am. Hi. You just come for some attention, just a little bit? All right. Let's see if this run any dance or the like. I know some names of dances, but I couldn't point one out to you. Like, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me. I don't know the dance, but I could point. I know the name. You know what I'm saying? I have no clue. I go to metal shows. There's. Oh, I can Macarena. Wait, can I? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could remember the Macarena. Dude, you want to know a weird, funny story that it's the strangest, most obscure thing in the world, Zach. When I mean, I think I must have been like 6 or 7 years old. And my grandparents were like rich and really hoity-toity, so they would get invited to these like big fancy events at big halls and stuff. And they would be babysitting us. So they would take me and my sister and they took us to like this giant wedding. And I just remember like all the doors and walkways were like castle size, huge. But there was, you know, how like kids usually like look for another kid around the same age to like play with and make a friend during this event so you don't have to do the adult things. Well, I found this little girl who was around my age, but she literally had 2 broken arms. So both of oh no, did you do that? Both of her arms were in like that L cast. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she was just kind of stuck like this. And then, you know, the party part of the wedding started. And this was in the 90s where it was like basically the electric slide and the Macarena over and over and over again. And I just remember the Macarena starting and I got super excited because I knew this dance. And that little girl crumpled and just started bawling her eyes out because she was stuck. You know what I'm saying? But I was so young. It's such a weird, obscure memory that still comes to mind by itself every once in a while. Like, I think that's one of my first moments as a human being, having just like really strong empathy for another person and realizing it. I felt so bad. Like, I'm laughing now because I mean, the idea of like, you know, it's like really funny now. But at the time, I felt really bad. And I remember I didn't want to dance because I felt so bad she couldn't. And her mom was like trying to help her. I mean, I don't remember seeing the dancing, but I think it probably would have been funny. What up, Viper? How are you, love? I know. I would have died. I would have died. It would have been great, but I would have died. You just want my headphones out because you would want to do something. I think you've learned that if my headphones are in, it's not you time. Poodles are too smart for their own good. Seriously, it's wild. They just learn things and behaviors, and you're like at first I thought it was they wanted to like lick earwax or like ear detritus out of my earbuds or something, which let's not be gross. Everybody gets it. Clean your earbuds. Disgusting. But no, he straight up pulls them out because he knows if my earbuds aren't in, I'll just get up and take them out, or usually just leave the door open and let them like come in and out, and do what they want. Cleve, right? It's like we bonded a lot over that at TwitchCon over the poodles just being like so intensely smart. You have to create activities. It's almost like entertaining a child, like creating activities so they don't get so bored they hurt themselves. But it's okay because we love you and you're just so smart. You're just the smartest boy. You can't even see him because he's just my void. My chair and my jacket and everything. It's just the camouflage. Bubba, are you hiding, my beautiful boy? There's a little milk chin. You're so pretty. Do you need to go potty? Is that what's up? Is that why you're trying to pull out my headphones? I don't even know if it's break time. You do that while this video loads. Do you need to make a pizzle? They learning all the time, Mayo. It's the things that they've picked up, like weird habits they've picked up that I didn't realize was them doing something to appease me until someone else pointed out, and I was like, "Oh my god." Like I can't even I'm trying to think of an for instance. Oh, for instance, I never had to teach them to stay out of the kitchen while I'm cooking. Ever. They both chose a spot that is clearly not cooking space because maybe at one point I was unhappy with them being at my feet in the kitchen. And they both have a very specific spot. One has like one corner of a carpet and one sits in the hallway on the carpet and they curl up, but they will not lay at my feet. And I never had to teach them that. Whereas Millie, I have, bless her soul, rest in heaven. I love you so much, Millie. I'm pretty sure I booted her like a football a few times because I wouldn't realize she was at my feet and I'd be walking quickly to grab something and she'd catch on the top of my foot and just like launch across the fucking room. Bless her soul in all capacities. She was a perfect animal, but man, it is like they just like pick up on what you inherently want and they do it. I.e., I don't want you at my feet while I'm cooking because not because I'm afraid. Like we train them no human food. They don't like human food. We didn't even train them. They just don't like human food, which is also great. But it's basically like I don't want to drop a hot pan on them, like God forbid I trip on my dog and drop a pot, you shed it on me, of boiling water on them. Oh my god, I would not live with myself. I couldn't live with myself. I would never live with myself. That would be the worst thing in the world. That's why I don't want them in the kitchen. And they just, as puppies, as little butterballs, like picked up on that shit. And I've never had a breed of dog that did that. Like I've had smart dogs. I've had labs. I had a Bernese Mountain Dog. I had a German Shepherd. They're really smart in that they learn commands and stuff super fast and they're really obedient and they're very strong personality. But these guys are like intuitively smart, like almost human level. And you're creepy. Hey, creepy boy. Hey, creepy boy. Do you need to go potty? He's just sitting staring at me so intensely right now. I wish I could swing my camera. What's up? You need to go potty? You wanna go outside? They're the most patient animals. Alright, let's take a last break maybe. He's so excited. Alright, let's take a break. Stretch your dicks, get some water, load a bowl, do what you need to do. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'll put on some music, don't worry. So weird how they know the tone of my voice is break tone. Like they get so excited. I have all the links you guys have given me like separated on two different things. Just trying to get them just buffered just a little bit because I cannot stand playing a video and then nothing happens. When they like just freeze in the middle. Um, but I don't know. Maybe my internet pooped out. Maybe the internet's crapped. I don't know. I'll be right back. This. So normally what I do is I rake up all the leaves. Like we only have one giant tree. We have one, I think it's a beech or something like that. I did like Google identify on it. We have one big tree and it dropped all of its leaves. Like the day we got all that snow, my tree was like done for. And my whole yard was leaves, but it was covered in snow. Normally what I do is I rake all the leaves to the base of the tree in the yard. And I've read that like, it's not just mulch, but it helps like kind of insulate the roots and insulate the trunk of the tree from the cold and whatnot. But I read this year, I don't know what I was reading something about giant moths, like an article about giant moths, like monarchs and shit. And I learned that the vast majority of these moths, like monarchs and queen bumblebees, do the same thing. They overwinter in leaves. So like their cocoons are basically like little rolled up dead leaves. So they're in there. So now I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be like the butterfly murderer. I'm still gonna rake them up. I'm just like way more gentle about it. I'm not tossing them or anything. I just like move them so the dogs have some trails to go through the yard. But seriously, my dog trying to shit in the leaves just now was the most comical shit I've ever seen in my life. He would try to shit. He would shit a little. It would hit the leaves. It would scare him. He would like jump and waddle off, shit somewhere else, leaves, rinse, repeat. It was pretty fucking funny. It was like something out of a movie to watch. That poor boy. My poor boy. He's so sensitive. Honestly, I wouldn't want to shit in the leaves either though, but he does fucking they love this weather, this cold. Oh, they thrive on it. But yeah, I've heard the leaf litter, like you don't want to bag and throw away leaf litter if you don't have to. rake it away, make a trail or whatever, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just rake gently. I still rake because I have to, because the dogs, like, they have to have an area of grass. Like, also, I don't know. I don't want it to choke out my grass or whatever, but we usually just rake into the corners. I'm just like more gentle about it. I didn't realize that all these beautiful like monarchs overwinter in leaves. I didn't know that. That's how like the caterpillars, they spin their cocoon like in a leaf. So the leaf will like burrito around their little hairy ball of whatever, and it's just in the leaves. Which, I mean, I know a lot of people, they just like bag leaves and throw them away. They send them to the dump. And I wonder if we've personally kind of destroyed moth and monarch populations on accident, not knowing. I don't know. I haven't. We just keep ours because, yeah, the leaf litter is really great mulch and stuff. It's good for the earth. And you guys know my yard is like a hellscape of mud and buried treasures of like some hoarder ages past. So anything I can add to the fucking dirt that isn't just mud is great. So I've been trying to mulch in, like wood chips for the past 4 years and leaves, etc., dead plants, whatever. Just trying to, and I think I finally got it because honestly, it's been wet and cold for a bit now. I would say almost a month, and I haven't had to deal with mud. I haven't had one existential crisis about mud in the house because I wood chipped the fuck and I grew a shit ton of clover and grass. I did a lot of yard work this year, but it made it so it's not just eroding. Like I felt like my yard was going to be a mudslide. I can't remember where I found the article. I was reading it on my phone. I'm trying to think where I found it because I'd pull it up for you. It was really interesting. I don't remember if it was monarchs because they fly to Mexico, right? Like that's their whole migration thing. What you're saying totally checks out. I'm trying to think of what it was. Hold on. There it is. Which insects overwinter in leaves? Oh, it's swallowtails. Is that the big yellow and black ones? I think that's swallowtails. Yeah, it's a lot, but I would totally believe what you're saying because that makes sense, honestly. It says butterflies and moths such as swallowtails, fritillaries, and the Luna moth. Usually overwinter in chrysalids, cleverly blending in with leaves and dead stalks in the garden and wild areas. Fireflies and native bees hide in leaf litter and create burrows underground and stay within an inch or two of the surface. Damn. Fireflies? I never thought about that. I never thought about where the fuck fireflies went. Interesting. We have a lot of milkweed here too, tons of it. But we have like a really like it doesn't look like a weed to me. It blooms like this really pink, really pretty pink flower. Woolly bear caterpillars. What do those turn into? I don't know. You had a monarch chrysalis? Dude, I would kill. I've never seen a monarch, I don't think, in real life, other than like at a butterfly farm or like a butterfly house or something in a zoo. I've never seen one. That would have been fucking sick. Does your mom plant like the pretty milkweed? It's got kind of like, it's like a weird little plateau of really pretty. Ours is pretty. It's like pink flowers. Some people kill it and they think it's weeds, but I read that that's what monarchs feed on, and I'm not about to fucking wipe out monarchs. Woolly bears turn into a pretty moth. Some orange moth. What are you? Oh, it turns into other things. Oh, there's a lot of different woolly bears. I didn't know. That's probably why they generalize them. Yeah. Okay. There's lots of things they turn into. Milkweeds would grow in the ditches in Ohio. Lots of monarchs. Oh, I'm jelly. I don't think I've ever seen. I've never lived anywhere like where they have. I've lived places like in. My browser is blinking. I'm really scared my computer's just gonna fuck up. Don't. Um. Nowhere where it's normal to have like herds, swarms of bugs. In Maryland, we definitely had cicadas, but they were there every year. Like, I don't remember ever having 1 year of just like a blow up of cicadas. Every year I saw cicadas. Every fucking year I lived there. When I lived in Washington, 1 year we had a breakout of bees, like honeybees, I think it was. I can't remember. I was pretty fucking young. But I remember it was so bad you could not have food outside, drink nothing. you crack a soda, 5 bees would be, like, crawling inside your soda. I don't know if it was hornets, bees, but one crawled in my belly button and stung me, like, 5 times in my belly button. I remember that. That was horrible. And then there were a few years where we had, like, ladybugs. Like, one side of our house would just be covered in a swarm of ladybugs, and then there were a couple years where it would be covered like, one side of the house, the hot side of the house, they'd be warming themselves in the sun or whatever. We had this, like, weird phenomena where one side of our house would be just every fucking you did not see a piece of wood. You did not see the house. It was just stink bugs, like the oblong, kinda, like, almost, soft diamond-shaped ones, almond-shaped, if you will. Those brown stink bugs, our whole side of our house, and if you try to open the sliding glass door on that side, it would be like something out of a movie, like the locusts, just this like of thousands of stink bugs, and the smell to this day it haunts me. I can't take it. But other than that, I've never lived anywhere where it's like a cool like, butterflies or even the tarantula thing, like male tarantulas going about and being crazy. I've never lived anywhere where I've seen any of that. I know, Rod. Honestly, what I think I need to do, I've done it with a lot of programs. I think I need to uninstall and reinstall Firefox. I think that's my problem because Zach's been having problem with his browsers as well, like just blinking or not loading right. Also, I do have a shit ton of tabs that I'm trying to load at the same time, as well as someone else streaming at the same time on the same internet. That's probably pulling on the same shit. It's probably an amalgamation of a lot of things, but Firefox has been fuckery for quite some time. I just hate when you reinstall it, like, half the time you have to go re-log into every single thing ever, and I don't know any of my logins, and it's just me being lazy. I hate it so much. I use Firefox simply for the reason that the only other really common browser is Chrome, and Chrome eats CPU really hard. And I run so many browsers when we look at music videos and shit like that, it just runs so fucking hot. Because I'm sure you're aware, like, if you open up Task Manager, if you have one Chrome tab, one Chrome window, it'll run 13 processes. And it does that for every tab after that. And when you're running OBS on top of it, it just runs my computer so fucking hot. It was terrible. Whereas Firefox takes like 13%-ish, maybe, usually around like 8% of the CPU. It just runs a lot less hot. I don't know how else to put it. But other than that, I don't really care what browser I use. That's the only reason. But I don't think it's Firefox. I think it's my computer. I think like I've just maybe got some malware or something, even though I have malware protection and shit. I don't know. It is, and it's only on one monitor. That's the other thing. Like if I put that browser on that monitor, it won't do it. But it's only the browser. Like OBS isn't blinking. And it flashes really fast to the point where I can barely make out, like, it's just, I can see my desktop behind it. Like, it's trying to minimize or something. And if I just, like, click the window, then it stops doing it. I don't know. I do need an exorcism on my computer. It is weird. Ouija board mousepad? I don't have that. I don't. It's down there. Can you imagine if that's why I was haunted? 17-year? Damn. See, and we had that almost every year, but I don't know if that's just because of where I lived. That's where cicadas nested. But every year, I remember the trees being covered in their little brown husks. Their little, like, claw, creepy ass crawling out of fucking the ground, like the dead molts. But I just remember it being every year. I don't know. I don't. There probably is an extreme year of them, but they come out. I mean, you see them every year, no matter what. I'm sure you know that. Like, I see them here. We've had them here in Colorado. I've heard them. Doesn't Chrome have a memory leak, though? My password for Twitch takes 15 minutes to enter. Yeah, I hate that shit. I've just been lazy about it, but I think I just need to do that. Need to wipe it out or something. I don't have an X-Con lined up. Honestly, TwitchCon is the only con that I, like, for sure guarantee I'm gonna try to go to. But I have, like, PAX doesn't really hold anything for me anymore. If I went to any cons anymore, like, I'd want to go to, like, Dragon Con or something. That's something I'd love to go to. Something like that. Something that's just, like, totally different, not necessarily gamer themed. That'd be fun. But no, I should look. I haven't looked into doing anything, honestly. I had a password manager. I was one of the dumbasses that put all my beans in LastPass, and then they got hacked. Ball sack. Hi, Karaki. How are you, love? Good Friday to you, dear. I hear one password, one pass work. Is it pass work? See, I used LastPass too, and they got butt fucked. And so I tried to pull out of them. Giggity. Oh, there are a bunch of cicada strains with different schedules in different areas. That's probably true. I never even thought about that, but you're probably absolutely right. My wife has a sign in the yard explaining what plants they are and why. So do Scott and Bree, and I love it. I love it so much. Next year, I'm going to be working on my front yard, and I'll probably do the same. It'll be like witchy shit. PAX Unplugged was the shit. I liked PAX Unplugged a lot. It was so much smaller and just so much calmer. I've heard KeyPass is pretty decent. Do you still use LastPass? Did you have any issues? See, I just got scared because, like, bank passwords and shit. Like, I don't want someone getting into my stuff. That's terrifying. Not that I have any money, but God. They could overdraft me to death. One password. Okay, you never know. No, typing, it's cool. It's just, people make up weird names for stuff. So it could have been one password, to be real. KeyPass can be stored locally. What do you mean? What does that mean? Explain like I'm 5. I should write these down. I'm going to check out these password managers because I need a new one. I mean, I had LastPass. I used it forever, but it just, I don't, you know. I need lay PayPal. Their paper. No. I love this song. That's the worry. All your passwords in one place. What happens if something goes wrong? Yeah. Yeah, and when a company like LastPass like showed a weakness like that, it made me really nervous because like I don't know, creepy shit. I never paid for it though. That was maybe a different, also big difference. I'm gonna burp. Karaki, I'm so fucking tired. I'm better. I tested negative, so I no longer have COVID. But these after symptoms, like I was just up all night with that stupid tickle cough that you can't sleep through. I'm just exhausted. Other than that, I'm okay. I'm alive and I can't complain. Is Bitwarden paid? Yeah, I am poor. KeyPass and one password. Not that there's probably a big difference in any of them. I mean, password keeper's a password keeper. I just quit worrying about the issues. If someone wants to hack me that bad, they can do it. I mean, it's kind of like if they want to hack you that bad, they will. You know? Honestly, if they want to hack someone that bad, they're probably not going to like hack an entire database. They'd probably hack you personally, right? I don't know. I'm not into hacking. Who am I to know? I just changed all the passwords I cared about, especially the financial ones. They still had to crack the stuff they stole, and doing that takes a ton of compute time. No issues for me so far. And the share stuff is still good. Good. I went to a small Renfest this last weekend. There was a guy that goes around to different Renfests and is a satyr. His name is Zeke. He looks amazing. I pulled it up on my gaming computer. This one isn't being an issue. I just can't play anything with sound on this one. Is he on fucking stilts? Okay, yeah, he's like on satyr legs. I was like, bro, you ain't that short. His makeup looks so good. I love. I want to live somewhere selfishly where Ren Fair is during cold months. Because let's be real, the coolest Ren gear is a million layers. Like Ren garb, like corsets and shit. You gotta have stuff underneath that so it doesn't pinch your skin, etc., etc. And wearing that in the middle of summer is a death hazard. Why would you do that? I hate it. I don't know why anyone would have Ren Fair in the middle of summer. Like, why? Seems just haphazard. I don't know. Dude, Crocky, it's exhausting. My brain wants to be better, but my body is still like, oh. It's an inner battle all the time. But I can't complain. I'm alive. At least I got through it. I'm lucky enough to have not a terrible immune system, so I can get vaxxed and boosted. Like, fuck, who knows how bad it would have been if I wasn't boosted. Like, ugh. Yep, the chemise, the corset, the blouse, skirt, shawls, etc., etc. Yeah, like all the cool layers, like the giant pockets they used to be able to tie on under their skirt layers and shit. Wearing that in the summer has to be a hellscape. I can't even fathom. but it looks so nice just seeing, like, kinda gloomy weather in the background of that picture. I was just like, "I could wear the coolest stuff in that weather." Whereas here, I haven't worn garb in so many years because it's just it's so hot. You'll just die. You'll just melt. Oh, they have a free version. Is it good though? Like, can I have it on my phone and my computer? Or is it one of those free versions where it's like you have to pay to use it on your computer and your phone? Because that's what LastPass does. You have to pay for premium if you want to access it on 2 different devices, which that is fuck. No place is 100% safe. Always be smart. Even like I think honestly that's such a good point. Like the moment you feel secure is when they get you, right? Like you got to just be aware all the time and be smart. Don't be an idiot. Don't make your password like password 1234 everywhere. Like that's come on now. Come on now. My Facebook got hacked a couple years ago. I never got it back, but I'm like, why the fuck does someone want my Facebook account? It is a weird thing. Every once in a while, I get like an email that someone's trying to hack my Instagram. And I have the same thought, like, why? What are you gonna do with it? That's exactly Karaki. All I can think of is they just want to mass message like those weird porn bait DMs to like every single person I follow or follows me or something. It's just like I'm not that cool. Like, what are you gonna do with my account? Come on now. KeyPass is a free open source password manager developed by Dominique Rico. I don't even want to fucking fuck that up. It helps you manage your passwords in a secure way by storing all of them in one database. And can you access it multiple places? Almost every company I've worked for uses KeyPass because it was free and secure. That's good to know. How to make your passwords 100% safe. Write them down on a piece of paper, fold it up, lay on your side, and insert it into your anus. No one can get them. That's fantastic. That's incredible. Yeah. KeyPass is only on Windows, Mac, OS, and Linux. I got Windows. I ain't a Mac. Not yet. I have an iPad. Avoid the anus phishing attempts. Jesus Christ. The mental images that ignites in my brain are beautiful. I always get a random email. Someone is trying to log into my Facebook account. And I'm like, why? Same. Those are the ones I get about Instagram and shit. And I'm like, I'm barely active there. Like, I use it to look at when I'm, like, watching the dogs shit in the yard and I'm bored and I look for art inspiration or something. But beyond that, man, I don't know what to do there. I don't know what to do. Some buttholes are open access. There's a line in, the new season of, Our Flag Means Death. One of the characters is like kind of trauma dumping in a 5-second blurble at another character about what he's been through since they last saw each other. And he says something along the lines of, "They treated me like a human ventriloquist dummy. Their hand went where you think it went, and I can't stop thinking about that." Is that an open source bot? Mayhaps. Dude, I have same. Like I have basically all of my like aging and decrepit aunts and uncles and cousins on Facebook. And I log into it like once a month to see who's died. Because they do not tell me. And that's it. That's it. Like what the fuck are you gonna do with that shit? Maybe it's that they're gonna scam all those old decrepit people that are in my family. Maybe that's it. Oh, I thought Facebook like stopped it though. Ooh. Dude, sometimes jokes just lay themselves. My favorite OC cosplay of my wife's is a steampunk satyr that she made for a competition at Renfest. 5'2" became 6'2". I don't think I think I would fall over. I'd become literally like a walking hazard if I put myself up a whole foot. I would die. I would kill others, like on accident. I barely can stay upright in like skater shoes, walking on flat earth, sober, well rested. That alone, taking the fucking cosplay out of the equation and the weight of that and the awkwardness and how it fits on your body, taking all of that out and then elegantly walking at that height, I can't fucking imagine. You'd be tangled in power lines? No shit. I wouldn't be able to walk through doorways, that's for fucking sure. I would be smacked. Actually, you know what? There is a power line in my yard. I might actually tangle my face on if I did that. Yeah. I'd be dead. I couldn't. That being said, I could do that cosplay because I'm already 6 foot. I would only need 2 inches. Let's fucking go. The hoof heels are fucking cool. That satyr we just looked at had them, I think. Yeah, they look so much more comfortable than a normal heel, but I would die still. Like I said, I trip, fall, and accidentally hurt myself and others in the flattest, most comfortable, most walk-friendly shoes in existence. I'm saving other people and my own sense of self by just not. Some idiot made a duplicate IG account of one of my friends, messages me, and it's filled with a bunch of misspellings. I told her immediately she had to show IG and her ID and everything. Oh, creepy. Oh, like you were getting messages. Oh, that means they're already in, right? Ooh. You lost it forever, Donna? Oh, fuck that shit. I'm sorry. I'd be pissed about that. I mean, the like 50% of the reason I have Facebook still is to stalk relatives to see when and who is dying because they're all old and crazy. And the other half is I used to use that basically as like photo storage. I didn't have like an external hard drive or something in college. I just had this little MacBook. So all my travel photos from all the countries I've ever been to were dumped into Facebook into just like random ass folders. And every time I try to get them off, it like fails or glitches or freezes or something. Like they're trapped. And I'm terrified to lose them. I get that. It sucks. It is, Karaki, it's so sad how people are preying on the like existential loneliness of humanity right now. What would a hacked butthole do? Would that just mean I had control? Wait, no, I don't need that. What? No. What? Live look at Katie. Oh, is it gonna load? Hold on, I'll try it on this one. Is it just a picture? How could you? She's beauty, she's grace. She'll trip and fall on her face and take a couple people down with her at the same time. Because she got wingy arms. Muppet time? I'm ready for the prom, Mom! Boosh! Or are these the hoof? I wonder if that's... So he, like, built the hoof onto this? That's fascinating. Found the back door. I'm in. Take a left at the polyp and beware the grand kernel of despair. Oh no. The welly ones, they're like legit great band-aids, right? I don't know, are they dry? Skyrunner adult kangaroo shoes. They're $300. Holy crap. Aren't they amazing? Dude. Every once in a while someone will comment on them because they're rainbow, But I keep buying them because they're actually really good Band-Aids. Like, they stay on. You can wash your hands over and over, and they stay on. They don't disintegrate. They don't just become unsticky and, like, slide off your finger in 2 seconds. They're the only Band-Aid. I don't know. I swear by them. They're great. They just happen to also be rainbow, which is phenomenal. I love me some rainbows. But yeah, these Band-Aids are the shit, dude. Oh my God. Not sponsored, not ad, but I swear I've pulled these up on stream so many times because for those of us who if you do anything and you cut yourself a lot like me, I just literally went to plug something in and found the random razor blade on the ground and put an inch slice down my finger. Why? The universe, right? We are laughing. But these make it fun. I think I got them at Target. I don't know. Welly. And I got them for Burning Man. The first time I ever bought them because they came in like a nice tin. It's like legit. So I was like, oh, it'll stay nice and waterproof and dustproof while we're out in the desert. But they come in, you get all different sizes. There's a couple of giant ones that go on top, but Zach put an inch deep cut in his hand the other day. Cutting carrots. I still don't know how he did it, but holy shit, I had to use up all those Band-Aids, so I don't have them. But they come like this. And they're all they're like different rainbow color. I don't know. I'm a child. Like I'm always into it, but they come in different shades of rainbow. But they're like the nice, like material Band-Aids. I don't know how to explain it. As a healthcare professional, I still don't know where to find good Band-Aids. Like half the time they're those shitty plastic ones that just fall off in 2 seconds or don't even stick to themselves and they're just crap. But every once in a while you're like, "Oh my God, I found them." And they're like kind of stretchy and they're fabric and they just stick and they stay. Ugh. It's so rare to find, and these are great. And it comes with a fair amount. I don't know how many it comes within it, but it's a lot. Like, it lasts me a pretty good time, and I cut myself a lot. You can always shamelessly plug this. It's not, I mean, no one should ever feel shame bragging about their hot wife. Are you kidding me? Their hot, talented, successful wife? Brag, bitch, brag. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. Welly. 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 That's all I got. You can kind of see it. It's like indented in it or whatever. What is that? Embossed in? Welly. I don't know where I got them, but they're great. I can't remember. Because they do last a pretty long time because you're not replacing them every time you wash your hands. Amazing. Amazing. Obviously replace it if you're getting really fucking dirty, but you know what I mean. Do they? I've only ever bought them at like I think Target or something, so they only ever have the rainbows. But now that you've said that, I'm probably gonna go binge fucking Band-Aids. Okay, so the shameless plug is I think she has a YouTube video out there somewhere on how to make her Seder hooves. They like they left the cloven footprint and everything, dude. She probably gets a lot of hits on those. Those are popular and they're really cool. I mean, right, Target is already cracked, but I think that's where I got them. But it sounds like they're online and there's even more options, which means you can go even wild. They are. I would not lie to you. This has been on since yesterday morning, and I've taken a shower and I've washed my hands many times. Like, obviously, these little stringies, like, I don't think that's avoidable with a Band-Aid, but it's on. It's on! And I just cut the little stringies off. I just try to protect my ouchie. Kona, that's okay. I'm notorious for accidentally posting a monstrous link. Oh my God, they have space ones. Shut the oh my God, there's so many Welly Band-Aids. Dude, I got Crispy to buy them, no shit. Like, I was talking about how good they are because he, like, does, lots of handyman type things and is good with his hands, therefore he's cutting himself all the time. And, like, they're amazing. They, you know, life is about making the little inconveniences more convenient. I don't know how else to put that. You know what I mean? It's not about the big things. It's about the little things. Like getting the right set of measuring spoons that, are easy to tear apart and use and they don't stick to each other or whatever. It's about finding a Band-Aid that doesn't make it just you can go about your day after your cut. Like I don't get pissed when I get a giant cut on my finger. I just wrap it in a few of these Band-Aids and I know they're gonna stay on. I don't know how else it's just little things like that can fucking ruin your day. And when you can eliminate them, it's just there's a comfort in that, Little things. What else are friends for? Red rum. Red rum. It dripped so much. It dripped on my desk. It was gross. I had to sanitize. She's pretty hot. Check her out. Seriously. I find her quite nice to look at. Samesies, respectively. I'm so glad you guys are, like, I don't know. I don't know how else to say that. It might be something that other people would be like, what a dumb thing to spend your money on. But man, if you cut yourself a lot, you know what I mean. When you're just like constantly replacing a Band-Aid. And really interrupts a lot. It was a straight razor. It was a razor blade. Like, I think it was one that might have come out of, I don't know what they're called, but basically a paint scraper. You know, like it's like a little tiny black clamshell that you like clip the razor blade into and then you can like scrape paint off your ground or something. I think it's one of those that must have fell out because it was like under my couch, which is right up against my desk. And I was back there trying to fix a cord because the stream went dark the other day and just sliced my hand right into it. And it was so fast, it barely even hurt. But I yanked my hand away and was like, did I get bit? Because, you know, I do have tarantulas and shit in my house. You never fucking know. And then it was just blah, blah, blah. But it's fine. I covered it right away. We good. But ow, it went right. It was sharp. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel a shit. Didn't feel a fucking thing. They have doggos? Yes. Dude, space is great. Honestly, I'd love to have. I mean, I'm all about tie dye and rainbow, but I'd love to have a variation. I do. We cut ourselves a lot. We always do it, not on purpose, but you know, when you do shit, Stanley blade, is that what it's called? Just the the square. That's what I read. A sharp blade hurts less. I googled it because I was like, am I gonna get infected or something? But I've had a tetanus shot within the last whatever years, so I'm good. I had a smiley face. Coben? What? I need your expert opinion. Do I indulge in some freaky fetish shit? Responsibly, always a yes. Yeah, sharp blades hurt less. Whereas, like, a dull blade apparently, like, rips the skin and creates lots of mini tears, and that's why it hurts so bad and takes... Oh, like Mepilex. That clear shit? Kino, hard. Literally thought that was my very first fucking thought. Was like, holy shit, what if Trick found this? Every once in a while, because I sew, I'll find a needle on the ground, and I'm like, I'm really glad I'm the one to find that in my foot and not my dog's, because I couldn't live with myself. Thankfully, I move around more than them most of the time. Is it similar to, like, Mepilex? It's like the shit we use in the hospital to, like, hold an IV down. It's, like, breathable. Oh, it's blue or brown? Oh, I haven't seen that. It's, like, the actual Band-Aid stuff then. Yeah, we have this stuff in the hospital, but it's usually clear or, like, like a foggy white. And it's just that stickum we use to hold an IV down, but it's breathable. So it doesn't hold in moisture or, it just holds the shit in. Yeah, I know the stuff you're talking about. Yeah, my tattoo artist gets rolls of it, and that's what he sticks on when I get, like, my full body pieces. He sticks that on instead of wrapping my torso in saran wrap because holy shit, you need to sweat. I learned that the hard way. Sweating needs to happen. Another holy shit, she's hot topic. I still want you and Zeke to meet up with Thousand Faces cosplay out in Denver. They are OG. I know. But I mean, if they're really hot, I'll just be super awkward and they'll think I'm a freak. Always clean it. I mean, yeah. I always have rubbing alcohol around or something, but always clean it. Put a bandage on it. You'll be good to go. Like I haven't ever had, knock on wood, an infection or something. It looks like crepe paper. Okay, I have to Google this. Coben Dallas on my gaming computer. Oh, I know this shit. Yeah. I, honest to God, had no idea what the fuck it was called. I've used it 5 billion times. I had no idea. I've never known the name of it, ever. I've used this so many times. It's like self-adhesive, like self-adhesive? Adhesing? I don't even know what you would say. Like, it sticks to itself. It's weird shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have it all over the hospital. I never even knew the name, though. It's really weird. Like, a lot of, like, daily use items, I guess, they get bundled. So instead of having a shit ton of separate items where you're actually like, I need the Coben and I need the this and I need that, you'll get a patient and you'll get like a kit that has everything in it, and so you just yank it out and start using it, and then someone will throw the name out there, and you're like, "Oh my god, I've completely forgotten the name of anything I'm using because I just get the new patient kit or the intubation kit or the et cetera kit, and I just know how to use everything in it, and I just black out the names of them. It's really weird. Smiley face, that's precious. I would want that too. I've never seen anything except the flesh-colored shit. Ever. Dual blades tear more. Hubby shattered. Oh my god, shattered the glass siding of his PC case. First concern was cats getting near the glass. Dude, I turn into a rabid cunt when there's broken glass. Like, I'm not that person that's like, honey, stay off the glass. I'm like, get the fuck out of the kitchen! Get out! Get out! Like, I get on all fours and start, like, barking at Zach and the dogs if there's glass because I'm so scared my dogs are gonna get glass in their feet. I want to, like, scare them away from it. It's really bad, but I do because I just, oh my god. My heart melts. My dog, was it Trick? I think Trick stepped on something. Did I figure it out? I don't remember. It was last summer. But a couple times I found him with a bloody foot and I just, like, would cradle him and cry. What do I do for you? I don't know what to do. What have you stepped on? I had no idea. I don't even know. I don't think I still knew. It was horrible. I just felt bad because he's my baby. No shit. Coben was originally developed for vets to keep bandages on bigger animals. I believe that. Probably because it's self-adhesive. Also, probably they're not eating adhesive, I would imagine. Like, are you going to be the gimp or are they? Anyone had issues with the tendon in their forearm hurting? And if so, how to fix it? The tendon in their forearm. You mean like these guys? In the middle? Here? It could be the height of your chair and your desk. That's a big thing. Glut sent me a good video on how to, like, set up your chair and your desk and stuff. But basically, you want your armrests at the exact level of, like, the top of your desk. No lower, no higher. Because that's putting, like, strain and weird angles on your wrists and your forearm and your shoulder. And fucks up your posture. You end up, like, hunching weird. And, like, your armrests, you basically want to drop your armrests all the way down. Slack your shoulders. Figure out, like, where your elbow is, and that's where your armrest gets to be. No fucking higher at all. So you almost want it so your elbow isn't even on the armrest. Like, it's basically your forearm. Because otherwise you start doing this, and that fucks up everything. There's a whole science to it. It's actually really fascinating. It's kind of what ergonomic chairs try to get around by being ergonomic. They're like, we're ergonomic. You don't have to, but you should still do that stuff. Can you lower your desk, Donna? Ergonomics are wild, but honestly, the amount it helped my back, because I remember when I first got this chair, I thought it was the chair. Like, I was like, this is a fucking Herman Miller, my dudes. This should not be hurting my back. And Glut sent me that video on how to do my arms and stuff and, like, level it, make everything so they were out. And I was like, oh, fuck. I can suddenly sit up straight and I don't feel weird like I'm, like, hunching over the camera or I'm doing this shit. There's definitely something to it. Sitting, man. Why? Oh, yeah? Every day. Tis time. On the windowsill? Ow. Did they put her on antibiotics? Owie. Is it the brachialis? I was trying to think of it. I think it is. It's been a while, but I think you're right. Most ergonomic chairs mainly have a ton of adjustments that can be set up for your body. Oh, really? I mean, this is isn't that technically Herman Miller's ergonomic, technically? Happy 420 and cheers, bitches. Oh my god, did you know? They knew it was 420. Cheers. Which one's the Karakoid process? Is that this one? Because this is your acromion, right? We're nerding. I'm pretty sure this is your acromion that pops out right there, that nubile. Which one is... I think it's the front one. Your acromion pops out the back. I think it's the front one. I don't know. It's been a while. It's fucking been a while, man. I'm amazed that I remembered a acromion process, for fuck's sake. Below and medial. So, like, here, this knobble. Is it on the front? It's not that. That's not a knobble, right? No. I think it's, like, right here. I wish I was bonier. I could see it. I don't have... Get me a bone to stick out. I'm gonna stop. I have to stop. Yeah, it's on the front, right? That's what I was trying to think of a skeleton, but it's literally, it's been a really long time since I just fucking looked at a skeleton. Weird. Weird how lives can change like that. Is it the embody? Honestly, I don't know. This is, Zach got it and didn't like it. So I got a free chair. It's the Logitech one. Is that the embody? I think this is the Logitech one, right? Do I have the Logitech one? I think I do. I don't know. Zach didn't like it. He has a Herman Miller too, though, but he bought his himself. Or no, he bought both of them. I don't, fuck, I'm forgetting. Neither were mine. I got a hand-me-down that he didn't like. My brain is dead. I don't know. Hail Satan.
Hail the dankest of lords. Moment of silence. Hail the dank lord, hail Satan, hail Lilith, but more importantly, hail your fucking selves. Load a bowl and cheers.
My Secret Labs was my favorite chair ever. I'd still be sitting in that if it hadn't have shredded in the front. But I liked the Secret Labs, not necessarily because it was, like, ergonomically the best chair ever. I liked it because I could sit all gay in it. The seat was so big, I could sit cross-legged, I could sit backwards, I could hang myself upside down, whereas this one's built for normal people, and I can basically cross my legs back and forth all day, and it drives me crazy. I really miss being able to crawl up in my chair a lot, but it's comfy. I mean, the chair's comfortable, and I like this one, like the back, what is it? The lumbar support isn't in a fucking horrific spot. Like, most chairs, because I'm so tall, the lumbar support will be right on, like, my sacral spine or, like, my lower back. It just feels like a kid kicking the back of your seat on an airplane all day. It's horrific, and then I end up sitting really weird to avoid that lump, and these ones, the lump is different. That's probably the best thing about these chairs. That's the one complaint, I mean, that's the one thing I've ever heard, is that the seat of Secret Labs is really, like, flat and hard. But I hate bucket seats. Like, I'd take that flat seat a million times over a fucking bucket seat that I'm, like, cradled in with all that cushioning, and that's, like, the two options. It's kinda like the better of two evils. They get softer. They definitely soften up after you sit in them for a while, but they are, I mean, comparatively, like, what if you're going from the classic computer chair that kind of feels like a lazy boy on wheels, or if you're coming from a like a racer chair that, like, cups you, it does feel really weird. Like, the seat is flat and it's really wide. Like, really wide, especially if you get a Titan, which is my favorite because I can curl up in them. But yeah, it is totally different. Completely understandable. That's the one complaint I've ever heard from anybody on Secret Labs. But as a super tall, I'll put up with anything to have the lumbar not kicking me in the back like a toddler. Cheers. I hate bucket seats. I feel like I'm trapped in them and they, like, hurt my spine. I don't like cars that have seats like that either, though. And I do think that's because I'm big. I'm an Amazonian. Fuck yeah, Kino. That's the way to do it. You've had it for over 3 years. Actually, there's a fly in here. I'm gonna kill it. I think I've had mine for almost 3 years now. This one. I want to say I have. Whenever it was announced, whenever this chair, whatever this one is, it's got like the lines. I think it's the I think it's the Logitech like one with Herman Miller. I don't know the model. I have no idea. Whenever it came out, Zach bought it right when it was announced, and a bunch of streamers like got one for free or something. They were sent one. He tried it for a week and hated it, and just flew it down the hall to me. And I was like, all right, thanks so much. I felt very spoiled. But he has one too that he bought ages ago. He just likes his better. His is like a shorter, wider back. I'm gonna kill it. Why are you guys barking? It's not that time. I mean, it's close, but it's not that time. What's setting you off today, bud? You've got a lot of emotions to talk about. I'm here for you. I love you. He's doing that, like, look around with his eyebrows. Like, he hears shit I can't hear. It's a protuberance from the scapula, and the pec minor, core brachialis, and short head of the biceps. More medial, so, like, in here. I only feel my ribbies. I don't know. Maybe I have too much fat. Secret Lab's the best chair I've ever sat in, but I completely understand that some people want a lazy boy on wheels. Like, some people are a little princess in the pea, and I respect that. I have cushion in my butt, so maybe that also makes it so the Secret Labs doesn't hurt me. Like, I'm not sitting on my spinal cord, you know? I got booty. Zach has the mesh one, yes. And mine's like foam. It's not leather. It's not, it's like not foam. What is this material? I don't know what this is. But it doesn't, like, accumulate, like, I don't get a sweaty, sticky butt or anything, you know? Swamp ass does not happen. You know what I'm saying? Troubled, that's what I think it is. It's like all of the discomforts of maybe a cushier chair that is meant for smaller people do not outweigh. Like, there's no amount of comfort or cush you could put in a chair that makes a chair meant for small people comfortable in any way, shape, or form. Like, it literally just stabs us in the wrong places. And the armrests feel horrible. It's like if you've ever gone to an elementary school as an adult, like maybe with your niece or nephew for an award show, or maybe if you were a teacher or something and you had to use the toilets, and you're just like, is this a school made for ants? Why is everything so tiny? My knees are kissing my face. What's happening here? That's what I feel like in every other chair. So, like, just sitting in a chair that didn't make me feel like a giant in a negative way. Like, the world isn't meant for me and I should just go outcast myself to the mountains. It is immaculate. I just live for that feeling. Give it to me, please. Anytime, any day. Like, IKEA furniture can fuck themselves. It makes me feel literally like I'm a monster. Like, Kaiju Katie, gush, gush. Tiny couch, cute. What the fuck? The back of a couch this high? What are you doing? How does one relax? That's like if my arm of my chair was the couch back. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, how relaxed we are. What the fuck? Can't with it. I can't with it. Has gel under the fabric? It might. It feels like a breathable, almost like a athletic fabric or something like that. I wanted to say foam, but I don't think it's foam. I can sit on one leg in my chair. But not two, unfortunately. I'd be propped up a foot. No, I get it. I mean, it shocks me. It shocks me when I sit in the secret labs, but it's like, you know, I'm sure you've experienced something like that where it's like everything else suddenly fitting. I don't even notice it. Like, I really don't notice the flat seat because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm suddenly not being stabbed in the back. And my arms are at the right height. And I can, oh my holy shit, is that a headrest that I can rest my fucking head on? Head on, apply directly to the forehead. You know? It's miraculous. Moments like that are beautiful. stank ass. It's a real problem. I mean, swamp ass is legit, and it causes just like a weird mega highway of bacteria and fluids going between your taint and your balls. And if you pick an ingrown hair, you're gonna lose your nuts. Breathable cotton underwear and a breathable seat are always a good idea. Sitting sideways? How do you sit sideways if you have arms? Do you put your legs like over the arm of the chair? I used to do that, but they collapse under mine now. Me in small cars, hard same. I feel like a clown. My mom, for years, had a little Toyota Solara. It's like a two-door little sportsy car, and I fuck you not. My sister and I would be like this in it. Like, I'd have to recline the seat to, like, evading the cops level just to sit in the car. It was truly comical, and it was a relatively recently new car, but my sister and I didn't fit in it at all. My mom's much smaller than us. I hate it. It's the worst. It really does something, like, inherently psychological to you when you just the vast majority of your living adult like, your living life I've been 6 foot since I was, like, at least in 7th or 8th grade. You are just pounded with the idea that the world doesn't fit you. You don't fit the world. Go away. You're an inconvenience. Like, it sucks when everything is too small. But, like, I can't help how long my legs and spine got, Fuck, none of us can. We just here to live, but you don't fit in fucking anything, and people look at you like you're the convenience because you don't fit. Like, fuck you, bastard. What am I supposed to do? Chop myself off at the shins? Ooh, a baked lobster sushi roll and Raising Cane's for lunch? Fucking A, dude. Hangry? Oh, dude, bad day. I get hangry sometimes. Sometimes. At least 3 times larger. How's it supposed to fit a child? A negative, but my stepdad's like that. Literally, I remember seeing, it was like Jeff Foxworthy did a stand-up many, many moons ago about men and like how their butt starts like going inwards and becomes kind of like a frog butt. And I think most of my family like did this slow motion turn at my stepdad because he's like 6'3" ish, really gangly, really like, tall, skinny redneck, but his ass is negative. I swear to God, it goes inwards. I feel bad. It sucks. That sucks. Like, he has to take his wallet out to drive because it literally hurts his, like, pelvic bone, his wallet in his back pocket. Wild. I'm only 6 foot, which isn't enormous. It's not like, oh my God, but it's a huge bitch. And in America, I'm so far above the average that it's just like, you know, and because of the way I'm built, there is no airplane that I fit on. Like, before the bastard in front of me inevitably reclines their fucking seat because they can't stand to sit upright for a 30-minute flight, my knees are already in the back. Like, I can't usually put tray tables down because my knees are in them. Just default, you know? And then that bitch in front of me is going to be like, I need my napsies. Go, go, go. I actually dislocated a kneecap on a flight to Singapore. It was great. I didn't. The bitch in front of me did. And then she looked at me like I was the problem. People. They're my favorite. I love them. I love them so much. I love them so much. Like, I was crying, and she looked at me when they asked her to put her seat up, like, I could still be sleeping if it wasn't for me. And I was sitting there like, I don't get it. I just don't fit anywhere, I think if you're over like 5'9" or under 5 foot, you don't fit anywhere. Like, you are an inconvenience. They just want average because then you fit. I mean, maybe he can get a seat cover, Donna. I know they sell seat covers all over the internet, interwebs. Maybe a seat, they used to have those for cars. I don't know if they still do anymore, but it was like seat covers that had cushioning built into them, like actual huge chunks of foam. Because then he could still benefit from, like, the lumbar support being where it's supposed to be and all that, but not, like, kill his ass bone. That's the problem with my dad's Passat. I had to go in head first, and I hit my head. If I sit up straight, my head touches the roof. That's exactly that Solara. It's just comically small. Comically. I was 6, no shit, 6 foot in the 9th grade, broke 200 in 8th grade. Same. I grew so fast. So tall, so fast. I was like middle row, back of every class picture ever. They'd order me special uniforms for sports because I was too tall and nothing fit me. Bastards. I don't know what it is about the city, but like every fucking house in Colorado Springs was built for people that are like 3 feet tall. I wonder why. I mean, we were shorter on average as a people back when we settled. Maybe they're just old. Are they like old houses, like historic homes? I haven't spent a lot of time looking at houses. Keeping your wallet in your back pocket's really bad for your back in general. Is it really? Oh, probably because you probably like subconsciously adjust your hip and like lean a separate way, huh? And like fuck your back up. Oh, weird. I never thought about that. Oh my god, trouble. Have you ever been in a house with vaulted ceilings? It's so weirdly comforting to feel just like a little small for a minute. I've been in 1 or 2 houses that have truly vaulted ceilings, and I'm just like, "Whoa." I'm not actively conscious of the ceiling right now, and that's new. Because, you never know when you're gonna slam your head on some fucking, like, I don't know what you call it, but when people, like, leave a chunk of wall to make a cute doorway through a wall or whatever, it's like an arch or something. Gonna inevitably smack my head or bun on it or something. I just assumed everywhere around me was dwarfish, and that's the thing. Me too, until I started streaming and, like, people in my community would be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm 6'7", I'm 7'1". Like, we're out there. We've just been so, like, ingrained that we don't belong here and we don't fit anywhere, that we all stay in our houses and we've all become, like, creepy little gremlin recluses. The talls exist. We just don't go out because we don't fit in anything anymore. I didn't know your wallet in your back pocket hurt your back. That's actually really interesting. This monitor is so much brighter. Ooh, is it a seat cover? Oh, back support pillow. Like for your do you put it on the back of your chair or do you sit on it? Oh. It's a seat cushion. That looks really comfy. I'd sit the fuck on that. I grew 4 inches over one summer. Holy shit. I went from the shortest in the class to bigger than the teachers in 2 years. I don't remember getting tall. Do you? I know there was a point, like, obviously I wasn't born 6 foot, like, that's not real, or 100. How many centimeters is that? I wanna say 184, 183, somewhere around there, I don't know. I knew it in centimeters at one point because I know y'all don't know the imperial system is stupid, none of us should have to know it, let's be real. Um, I don't remember getting yeah, isn't it weird? Like, I don't remember my clothes suddenly not fitting and, like, all of a sudden I had to go shopping because I was tall. I think the only reason I even noticed it was happening is people around me were commenting on the height. Like, "Oh, bitch is getting big." But or like, "Your clothes don't fit anymore." Like, that was something often, which is where a lot of my, like, eating disorder bullshit came from, because my brain translated that into, "Oh, you're fat," when really it was like, "No, you've got the body of a woman, you're wearing 6th grader clothes, like, let's get you something else." Like, I don't remember getting tall, though. I know it must have happened fast, though. Looking at pictures of myself, I look like I'm around, like, 4'8", and then all of a sudden I'm huge. Like, I'm 6 foot and very awkward. In, like, school pictures or family pictures. But I don't know. It had to have happened. But I have no I don't remember getting taller than my mom, but my mom is like an armrest for me now. But I don't remember the process of it. It was just one day she was an armrest. I don't remember. It's very weird. Not Your Father's is fantastic. That root beer is addicting. I mean, not in a bad way, but you know what I mean? It's like it's dangerous. The thick wallets make you sit off center and mess with your circulation. Good then. Get your wallets out, motherfuckers. 5 wanted everyone at work hated me because the seats in work vehicles were always a long way forward. I mean, I wouldn't hate you, but I would honestly, like, I've had coworkers like that would borrow my car, and I physically cannot get in my car. I've had to go inside, get my coworker, and I'm like, "Can you jack the seat back?" I can't get in to, like, activate the seat to go back. Like, I can't fit. It's wild. Bodies are so fucking interesting. I love them so much. In the variation is beautiful, right? Like, the variety is the spice. The thicker your wallet, the more likely it is to cause back problems from sitting at odd angles. I would have never thought about that, but that honestly makes a lot of sense. I do not remember getting tall until my mom squared up on me and I had to look down. I don't even know when that happened. I think she was just suddenly an armrest, and it's really weird to think about. I noticed when I was taller than my brother, who's 4 years older than me. Oh, I'm taller than my 4-year-old brother too. 4 years older than me, brother. I have a really hard time because I want to call him my little brother all the time because he's only 5'4". Bless his soul. And the rest of us, go, 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 go. He didn't make the cut, I guess. And if you're wondering, he did not take it well. At all. One of my tarantulas is out right next to me, and this tarantula is never out, and it's super weird. It's just looking at me. I keep glancing over it. It's like, he needs stuff for his back. With a back pillow, seat cushions pushing him out. Oh, yeah. No, I get that. It's almost like it'd be more of a hassle. Yeah. I'm the baby, and I'm 6 inches taller than all the rest of my immediate family. I do have some cushions. Some cousins who are almost 7 feet tall. I have a few cousins like that, too. Like, 1 or 2 man cousins of mine on my mom's side. Same. They were, 6'8" and just, bones. Like, they got tall so fast. They all played basketball and shit. It's weird how that works out. I don't know what happens with height. Like, why some people get skipped a gene. Why some of us grew to be monsters. Like, I know biologically why, but, why? You know? You know. I'm the second to the last baby and taller than all my siblings. They hate it. I love it, but they fucking hate it. I think my sister's taller than all of them, too. She's just not taller than me. Sarah's 5'9", 5'10". Probably 5'10"-ish. That's what I was saying. I don't think I noticed I was getting tall or I was tall until people around me commented on it. And even today, I kind of forget about it until someone makes a comment, and I'm like, oh, okay, I remember. I remember I'm a freak. Thank you so much. I can rest my chin on the top of his head now. Not sure exactly how tall he is. At least the bullying stopped. My brother's got worse. My brother just turned into such a douchebag. He, had to prove that he could beat the fuck out of us, even though we were bigger than him. Short man syndrome. It's real. It's fucking real. Oh my god, your student loan was forgiven. Dude, brew, can we cheers to that? Fucking cheers. That is something worth celebrating. What the fuck? How? I'm so excited for you. How do you feel right now? What's the relief like on a scale of 1 to magic? Short man syndrome is real though. I'm not kidding you. My brother has actually told me many different stories that start with, you know, my brothers and I went out to a club and obviously had to find the biggest guy there to show how tough we were. My brother would actually do that. Like when we moved a lot for some reason, I don't know, my mom just likes moving. And every time we moved, he would find the biggest, tallest motherfucker at school and cold clock them. Successfully. But as one of those big motherfuckers, I ain't got no qualms. Can you just leave me the fuck alone? I'm a peaceful giraffe with my tongue, just eating leaves. Shoo, Chihuahua. Yeah, I'm gonna be knocked down. I was daydreaming because I'm up here where the air is clean. Get the fuck out. And thin. It was a lot. Dude, being naked is the best. If I could be naked all the time, I totally would. It's just so fucking cold right now. That computer's broken right now. God damn it. I gotta see. Does it have audio? Is there audio in the background of whatever it is? I can only pull it up on my gaming PC right now, and my gaming PC's audio is not separated from the VOD, so I can get banged for copyrighted shit. That's the only reason I ask. I gotta do a hard restart on my other PC. It's just non-responsive being a fuck. No, I want to save it. I'll just save it and look at it in a minute. It's just my other. I don't know what's going on. I have a list. I have a list of things I'm gonna do tonight to it. I think I know what's going on. I don't know. My browser's being a cock ass. I want to hear it. I like silly. My computer's being a fucking silly. I grew tall. Wait. I grew tall because my mom needed someone to get all the stuff off the top shelf. Dude, for real. All my mom's children are twice her size. I don't know what happened there. It's wild. My bio dad wasn't that big. He was like maybe 6 foot. I think my mom said. But my sister says that apparently he was 6'2". I don't know who to believe. I don't know what I don't know. He's dead, so who the fuck knows? Maybe we could weigh the ashes and put an average out there. Oh my god, Pagan, I've taken, like, no shit, some of my favorite people ever that I've met on Twitch and become besties with ever, Alchemy, Vissy, etc. I love taking pictures with them. It it's like Gabrielle and Xena, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 different species. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. Because we're both human, but for some reason, my human parts went way longer. And I just look like someone doubled the batch for cookies or something, you know? It's like everything's just a little bit bigger. Like almost identically doubled, you know, in terms of just like proportions. It's very weird. I love it. It makes me laugh. I love it with all my heart and soul. The shorties are incredible. My pocket people, Polly Pocket people I can put in my backpack and just carry around with me, they're my favorite. I mean, I love everybody, but, like, there's something about someone you could just, like, run, scoop, and run off with and be like, "We're escaping, or it's a kidnap, who knows? Ha ha ha." You know what I'm saying? I love it. It's my favorite. It's so warm here still from the middle of November Chicagoland. I think it topped at 67 today and 70. What the fuck? I want that. I want that so hard. I only fought big mofos if they fuck with my friends or family at school, and that's understandable. My brother would do it because he, like, had to make a name for himself at a new school because his short man's pride was so strong that, like, if he didn't cold clock the tallest person in school, then everyone would bully him when, like, it's all up here. It's all self-inflicted bullying. Like, it never what? What the fuck? It was all up here. It still is. He's still fucked. I had a friend in massage school who was like 4'11". We worked together all the time. I could put my elbows on the floor when she massaged me. Oh my god. Damn. She probably looks fucking stacked. Like, just thinking of the sheer amount of, like, muscle you need in your forearms and hands and stuff to do massage in a tiny body. Like, guns, you know what I'm saying? I think you and Eliza are about the same height. See, the problem is, Eliza and I both have the horrible ADD hunch, and you have good posture. But probably. You know, where you let your pterodactyl bone poke out in the back with your phone or something. But yeah, something like that. Yeah, my pterodactyl bone hunch makes me feel like Eliza and I are the exact same height, but I know I'm I'm like 1 or 2 inches taller-ish. But, you know, you do the the downturn to avoid eye contact or whatever. The bendy spine, we'll go with the bendy spine. Yeah, we'll go with the liquid spines. Mhm. Yeah. I'm still every day shocked by the things that I never questioned and just assumed the rest of the world could do with their body because I'm an idiot. The stretchy shit is baffling to me. I don't know. I just had no idea. So many years of just being like, everybody can do this. You're an idiot, Katie. No, you're not. Stop it. My parents always told me to never hit first, but if someone hurt me, I should fight back. A kid was bear hugging all us girls from behind at recess. We had a boy at recess that was trying to pull girls' underwear out from behind so he could see it. Fucking what? You gotta wonder what the fuck's going on at home for these poor kids. Teachers didn't step in. He did it to me while his arms were within biting range. I bit hard. Good for you. And drew a lot of blood. They tried to get me in trouble for it. My parents said, "You didn't stop him." So my daughter protected herself and stopped him. Glad they backed me up. That this was like in 2nd grade. My dad and mom kind of did the same. Like they never encouraged violence, but they said if someone is violently trying to harm you or your sisters, protect yourself. Like don't lay there like a dead fucking fish and let people harm you. Like what the fuck? Never give in, you know, kind of thing. And I'm glad for that, but I've never started a fight in my life. Like I have no ill intentions or violent intentions towards most humans in the world. Fuck that shit. Human party tricks. That's all we are. Just like a look what I can do, mom. I am lay short. I didn't have good chances since my dad was short. I mean, I technically didn't have good chances. It can maybe your what if you have children and they're monsters? What if they were monsters? Yep, I've definitely ended a few fights. I mean, if someone wants to start shit with me, I'm not here to have a fun time or to bullshit. I just will end it because I'm done. Like in most, if not, very close to 100% of social situations, I will do anything in my power to make those social situations end as swiftly as possible. Excluding, hanging out with friends and obviously. You know what I mean? Like any social interaction, I want to end, whether it is violent or otherwise. I ain't here for the ride. I'm here for the conclusion. So, however you want to come at me with your intentions, I will conclude them in an appropriate manner. I ain't got time. I ain't got emotional energy. We're all rubbing the last bit of fucking atoms we have together to get some friction going, like, for fuck's sake. Molten, how are you, love? I hope you're doing well. You're, like, barely shorter than me, Vile. Yeah, maybe. You're honestly, I think, about the same, almost exact same height as my little sister. She's, like, 5'10", 5'11"-ish. Yeah. Barely. Not noticeable in my eye line. I wouldn't notice and be like, "Oh my god, shorty." You know what I'm saying? But there's some people where I'm like, "Man, if we hug, you're gonna have to breastfeed at the same time," and I'm uncomfortable with that. The thing is, most with EDS and ADHD and other NDs and most NDs are hypermobile, not EDS. Major difference is usually chronic pain. So you've just associated with ND, Bendry people your whole life. That's what do they say? Like we gather like a ill, what is it? It's like a emotionally unbalanced pack of wolves or something. Saw a meme about it. It made me laugh a lot. But apparently we kind of do that on accident because we're like, you make me feel less weird because you also sleep like a raptor at night. You know? Stupid human tricks. Yes. I think it's disturbing how many people don't feel for harming or seeing another harmed. Just seems like there are so many. I mean, as a society, not 100% of people, you can never generalize. Obviously, I hate that I have to say that, but I do because you never know who's listening. But media desensitizes. And if you look at like America versus most other countries, it's easier to find a real beheading of a human being on YouTube than it is to find a boob. It's fucked up. Like, I think we've been super desensitized against that shit. It's fucked. I mean, no shit. My whole, like, have you ever, I'm sure you, like, met a kid who, when they were able to speak, they were like, I want to be an astronaut. And they fucking become an astronaut. That was me with being a veterinarian. Animals were my life. I lived for them. I've always loved animals. I would like find harmed animals in the woods and bring them home and nurse them back to life. My mom would bring home animals from like patients of hers and I'd nurse them. I loved animals until I found out you had to put them down. What did I do? Switch my career path to put down your grandmother instead because that hit me less emotionally than putting down a dog. We are fucked up. And to this day, watching a person in media, in a movie, get, like, tortured doesn't hit me. Like, I'll usually laugh at something, but if you fucking, like, accidentally walk through an animal in a kitchen during a conversation of some fucking rom-com, I'm like, "Fuck that person, they just need that dog in the skull, they deserve to die. Burn, bitch, burn, motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? We are broken, and I truly think it's some sort of desensitization in that kinda stuff, you know what I mean? God forbid a nipple, but like murder, dismemberment, blood, whatever. We're more worried about kids hearing the word fuck than like seeing, vehemently distasteful violence. I don't know how to say it worse. You know what I mean? You can literally find anything. You can see anything. I mean, granted, this was like the birth of like accessible home accessed internet. But when we first got it, I mean, the first thing I found was the Pain Olympics, and I was like 11 or 12. That was easier to find on accident than some porn, which is pretty fucked. And this was back in the day, when like everything was kind of easy to stumble across because it was all the fuck out there. It still kind of is there, but you kind of have to dig a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I'm not digging. I've seen it all. I'm good. Pain Olympics was it. I've never seen anything worse. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm good. Doing great. Good. I got COVID and I'm recovering, but I'm alive and I can't complain. I never got into fights, but there was a time when I got when I got into trouble with school or police and I made a silly Class A is better than Class B Facebook group way back. Oh my God, yep. And that was found because Facebook was popular back in the day and I was called in for creating a hate group. Oh, you're famous. That's kind of hilarious. That's kind of fucking hilarious, to be honest. Be safe, Vile. Wash your hands. All my fights were in the freshman year and then I never had to deal with it again. Mine were all like middle school and elementary school. Salutations, motherfucking mortals. What up, Juan? Thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it swings for 11 months with that motherfucking Prime sub. Don't forget your Primes! Bezos makes billions of dollars and does nothing for anything ever. Dicks for space and cowboy hats backwards. Let's stop it. Use your Prime. Doesn't have to be here. Just fucking use it somewhere. Thank you. I appreciate you. My browse. I need to reinstall Firefox. Something's going on. They keep doing this weird like reload fucking jump back and forth thing, but I can get it. It's fine. I can read it. It's just really annoying. It's fine. Dude, we're just on a Ghost playlist on accident, and it's phenomenal. I had to open up Spotify because my everything else was being a fuck. Considering the world, I'm always really proud of myself for protecting others from bullies. You should be. As an adult, it's easier to deal with psychology and emotional bullies now than when I was a kid. Not sure I could fight and win against physical bullies unless they made us fear for our lives and could use something besides my weak punches. And see, I am kind of the opposite. I feel like because I'm just naturally big and, I guess that the territory that comes with this being kind of intimidating or whatever, imposing, that keeps me in a space where I feel comfortable. Whereas I feel in the space of bullying today, where it's like a lot of online bullying and cyberbullying and digital bullying, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to fight back with words or be clever. Like, I just freeze and cry. That shit I think about now, it's gotta be haunting. And the fact that, like, when you leave school, you're never actually leaving the bullying. Like, you can never escape because it's in your hand. It's in your fucking phone. I don't know how I would deal with that as a kid nowadays. Everybody gets bullied in one way or another. Either it's by their parents or by other kids, but, like, I know, but what if they're, like, kids you never see at school? What if you go to school where you never see this kid? I don't know. I don't know if I could punch someone in the face for something they texted me. I don't know if it would be the same or feel the same. Whereas someone saying it to my face, high school never ends, bowling for soup. It's facts. Oh my God, is it time check? Dude, I feel like in such a haze. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Like, it sucks not sleeping, but man, I will sleep hard tonight. Someone has to pay for the big rocket-propelled phallus is going into space. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I had a friend in middle school. We used to hang out, nice kid. Then our freshman year, I remember him showing me some gore beheading video. Scared the shit out of me. But he was all weird and laughing about it. Oh, okay, I was never that. Oh my God. As time went on, we weren't close, and he went really dark, quietly, only listened to really hard music, and he kind of went off the rails really That's sad. I bet there was some really tragic shit going on at home for that kid. I remember when I saw, like, Pain Olympics, and then I saw One Man, One Jar, or some, like, the famous ones. We all saw them eventually. I was almost, like, embarrassed that I had accidentally found them. I didn't go seeking them. It was like a Reddit click, like a debated Reddit click back in the day where they used to do that shit. They'd be like, boobies, and it'd be One Man, One Jar, motherfuckers. And I was like, I can't tell anyone I've seen this because they're going to know what's going on in my head, and I don't want them to know. But we're friends, right? Don't look up Pain Olympics. I don't say that as a bait. It is truly gore, gross, fucking sick. Just don't. I shouldn't have seen it when I was 11. No one should see it at any time. Shit is not. It's not okay. It's not okay. None of it's okay. None of it's okay. None of it. Oh, Donna, boo on that. My Sith Knight D&D character did the most Sith thing last night, having no ranged weapons to fight the underwater dragon turtle. Amazing. He picked up the kobold monk. He actually picked up the monk, threw him at the dragon turtle, and as the kobold's flying, I called out, "Hey, do you consent to this? No, motherfucker, I do not consent." That's fucking beautiful. That's theater at its best. Throw first, ask later. Emergencies call for situations. You know what I'm saying? They'll forgive you. It'll be fine. You asked at one point. Like, technically, you asked before anything happened. Like, kind of. It'll be fine. Collaborate. Dude, that's the best thing about D&D, right? It's like a collaborative story. Or, like, yeah. I love the shit. It's the best. That's amazing. I love that so much. Oh my god. Teach your kids never to start digging a network of escape tunnels that doesn't benefit them. I used to love digging random holes when I was a kid, and my mom would fill them in. She hated me. Okay, I'm gonna find someone cool to raid. I'm gonna try to keep these links. I'll try to save them or something like that, but I gotta uninstall and reinstall Firefox. It's fucked, and I've been lazy about it. And then I get to play the game of what's my password for that? What's the password for that? Oh, is that a website that you have to have a symbol and a capital and a special character, but like they have to be within the first 4 characters of the entire password? Which one's it gonna be? I love this game. It's my favorite. Passwords. I remember a time when no one needed a password to go into websites. You could just go to a website and enjoy the content they offered without fucking logging in. Amazing! Amazing. They're all shit. I use Firefox because it runs the least hot, and that's all I can really ask for, but literally every browser has a problem. Mine's been doing this shit, this weird blinking randomly and like having a little heart attack and showing me my desktop behind it for ages. And people have been suggesting I do an uninstall, reinstall, like a clean, go through my add-ons and shit. The whole finding my passwords for everything and relogging into everything ever is just, it's a nightmare. I hate it so much, but it's necessary because this sucks. Guess what, motherfucker? Blow me 69. That'll be my new one. I totally thought you could dig a hole in China. Me too. I think I just liked digging though. Like I would literally sit there with a spoon, like an old serving spoon my mom gave me, and I would like shave the walls of the hole to make it perfect, and then go a little bit deeper and then shave the walls, like almost like carving chocolate or something. I remember doing this. I was like 5. Very strange memories, but I'll remember. Do you remember? Cheers. Sorry. I am loopy as fuck. I appreciate your company today. I honestly don't. I think we listened to a whole bunch of good music, but like, I really hope I sleep tonight. I'm so fucking tired. Cheers. Dude, Donna, that's the sauce right there. Katie, I mean, Katie's in there. She's just like slapping herself nonstop, continuously over and over to stay awake. Because if I take a nap, I won't sleep. I'm so tired. But I'm gonna stay awake. I'll clean. I'm gonna clean or something. I'm gonna walk my dogs. It's not too bad outside right now. It's actually kind of weird warm. Asamite? Ooh, I like that. We all fucking got this. If I start like tasting sound and hearing colors, I will notify y'all. I've got that kind of like loopy slow motion mental state right now where I think maybe a second wind might kick in. I'm hoping taking the dogs for a walk in this weird weather will like, like do that weird, you're not a hundo, but that second wind of energy where you're like, oh yeah, I can cook dinner. I can do this. Like, I'm hoping that happens, but we're going to do this. All y'all, I feel like so many of us either slept like shit, woke up like shit, like just icky feelings today. I hope y'all start feeling you get some sort of reprieve emotionally or otherwise, because hard same. We deserve better. I feel like in general we're all kind of decent people. Like this is some bullshit. Tonight we sleep, yeah? Tomorrow morning we wake up. Oh my god. I'm so tired I almost forgot. Tomorrow we're starting Infinite, BioShock Infinite, which I am so fucking stoked for. I can't even tell you. I'm really I'm really, really excited. Biofuck Infinite. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm really running here. We're here. We're getting here. BioShock Infinite is the third game in the series. It's I love it. I don't know. It's really hard to say it's my favorite, but I am severely excited to start it tomorrow. So I will remember to install BioFuck Infinite tonight. Sorry, I'm really running on fumes. I will install it tonight, but I'm super excited. It's such a fucking good game. The music throughout, the visuals, the graphics, the story, everything, it's phenomenal. The DLC is really good. I double checked last night. I do have it all. So I'm really excited. Feel free to come hang with us at any time. But I'm just that's it. We're starting BioShock Infinite tomorrow and I'm fucking like horny for it. I haven't played it in a really long time. BioFuck Infinite, I'm going to go. I can't. I'm dying inside. Like I'm literally I know. I should actually I'm just going to pull it up right now and then the moment I'm unlive, I will hit install. I don't want to hit it while I'm live cuz I might literally just crash it and then I can't even say goodbye. Hold on. I know. It's not a huge game or anything, but like we got it. Proof in the pudding here. It's there. I will do it. Yeah, we have witness. I will hit install so it's ready because I'm really excited. It's so good. I couldn't say enough about it. Oh my god, cleave all the time. Like if I think too hard about just this weird enormous chunk of time that acts like anesthesia and just goes by like that and the world is just going on around me and the fact that I have just like trusted, more than a handful of people to not absolutely slaughter me in my sleep, my most vulnerable time ever, is fucking insane. Like, we just used to have child sleepovers where we're like, yeah, we're just gonna go sleep at a stranger's house, put ourselves for 8 hours in a coma around all these strange. I can't even go there. It's crazy. I hate sleep. Like if I could have a wish to eliminate something that I need in my life, I would eliminate the need for sleep because it feels like such a waste of time. There's so many things I'd rather do in this life than rather than be tired. This shit sucks. A lot. Biofuck. God damn it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna raid Zach because I'm too tired to think otherwise. But seriously, I cannot express to you how thankful I am that y'all hang out with me at any time, let alone when I am. I'm sorry, what? Oh, my brain actually tried to restart just then. I appreciate you hanging out with me even when my brain is a fuck, because I did not sleep at all and just coughed all night long. You guys are awesome. That's, I think, all I wanted to say, right? Literally, brain ended. I felt it. Jesus Christ. Hold on. If you don't know who Ezekiel underscore I is, he's kind of new to the streaming game. Be nice and be gentle. He doesn't really know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? I fucking love you and appreciate you fucks. Biofuck. Tomorrow, bright and early. I'm here around 9. Feel free to drop by when you want, but it's a pretty dank game. In the meantime, I'm going to go stand up and try to stay awake until at least 9 p.m. so that I can sleep through the night. I hope you do the same. Wash your hands after sex. Pee after sex. Wash your hands before sex. What the fuck, Katie? I love you so much. Bye.